Actually, that's not. We are live, everybody. We are live.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
We love being live.
Out here talking about Nolo's retirement from
retirement.
Hey man, you gonna be the type to where you're gonna do back-to-back podcasts. You're gonna be like, You know what? I don't want to do this shit no more.
Hey, brother, I look at it like this. My job put me in a bad position where I'm now on second shift, so I can't do the pod when I want to do it. So I have to do both on the same day, at the same night. And that just is what it is.
It's a look, man. That's what I'm saying. You, the hardest working man in show business, but we also got the BGW world champ here, D-Mac Tardy.
He is.
You know what I mean? We got the hardest working writer in the game, my man Andrew in the building.
What's up,
yes,
man?
Sir.
What's up, man?
But I got a question of the week for y'all, man. All right. Last night, John Cena taps out, gives up. How would you lose your retirement match?
I'm not losing.
Yeah, I'm with you, man.
I'm not losing.
Losing? Man, hell no, bro. Matter of fact, I'm the champ. I'm the undisputed champ before I lose, goddammit.
Y'all
have to get this out of the tournament.
You're not going out like that. You sting, huh? Steve Gordon.
Like when I'm thinking about like retirement matches, like of course, like you just mentioned, like I think like it was in recent memory, of course, Sting's retirement match, he went out undefeated as the tag team champion. You know, like I'm like with Cena, like I'm pretty sure at some point he'll do like some type of media appearance, and I'm going to assume that he'll reveal that it was his idea to lose that way or whatever the situation is. But I'm thinking like if I'm the booker and I'm like, okay, this dude has been here for 20, 25, 26 years, nonstop. Like the least you could do is like have him win on his way out. Like he lost his last two matches. And then like the whole retirement tour in general was like real up and down from the get-go. Like especially the back end of it. Like they brought back Brock Lesnar. Like he is still in the midst of that sex trafficking lawsuit. And like they brought him back and had him squash Cena. And then like the back end of the tour was just real up and down. And then the ending part of it is, you know, but if it's my retirement tour, I'm not losing the way out. That's crazy. That's crazy. 26 years in this place, and I'm losing on my way out. Ain't no way.
Let me tell you something, man. So, you know, I was watching it with my nephew. My nephew loves John Cena. Loves John Cena to death, right? And we both sitting there, like, he's into it. He's like, yo, he's screaming, don't give up. I'm like, you don't know the play, little nigga. You don't know the play that's about to happen, right? And then Cena taps up. We both shocked, right? And then, you know, my nephew's 8. He starts crying, tears, like he is sobbing. And I'm like, hey, man, it's all good. You know what I mean? I was like, I've been here before. I've been here. I was like, my favorite wrestler tapped out in his last match. He was like, really? I was like, yeah, but the only difference is I was crying tears of joy because my GOAT don't lose in his retirement match. As you look at my headlines, Sting didn't tap out. Come on, man. Like Steve Gordon, the check cleared, right? Yeah, bro.
But
the check cleared and the win. Got to get that W.
Brother Gerard.
With the caveat.
Shout out Gerard.
Oh, we got the
go. Hey, what's up, Sid? That's my dog right there, man. Shout out SP3, man. It's a good man right there. Hope you and the family doing good, bro.
You know, I also got to say, we didn't do a predictions contest last night.
We didn't.
We gotta fix that, D-Mac. When you want to defend your title, bro?
Hey, bro. I'm on a Roman schedule, bro. Shit,
he said Roman.
I'm on a Roman. Hey, bro, you know the shit. You know I ain't had the title since I left Virginia, bro.
Yeah, Yeah. That's a long
I'm
time.
talking about not even the last apartment I had. I'm talking about the one by Wendy's. That's all I had. Y'all remember that one?
It's been a minute.
The one I was closer to Nolo. Like that shit. Like, man, let me enjoy this. Let me get through the holidays first, bro.
He
Oh,
said,
we gonna figure it out, man. But you know,
man said he a part-timer.
Part-time champion.
He a part-timer.
Dre Rank need to change that name to Dre
Hey, bro.
Reigns.
And I drink like the champion, bro. Let me cover this so they can, you know what I'm saying? One day we can get sponsored, but hey, y'all know what this bottle means. Drink the champions, goddamn it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I thought it was that fancy ass apple juice.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah, it
Martinelli's.
is. It's apple juice. Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Martinelli's.
that,
The best
you don't hear
apple
that
juice.
music?
hey, look, man, let's not waste any time, man. Let's hit this intro real quick.
Real trap shit.
This is the peak of professional wrestling. I love it.
Once again, you're tuned in to the BGW. What up? Hit the subscribe button and pour a cup. We back up soon as Scotty beams. Collar and noble conversation served with a side of collard greens. No lows, the biggest heel in the photo. D-Mac and Chad shooting hard from the logo. And off the top rope, starting that guard from a locker room in Philly, they got low. Black guy, BGW, throw it up, yo. Wolfpack, throw it up, yo. Sunday night's main event, and we live with it. And this is where we hit the logo.
Got some crappy shoes on. It's never ironed. The shirt is too small. The shitty scarf and the terrible ass haircut. And you think that you're better than moi? Give me a break.
And welcome everyone to the 220th volume of the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast.
I can give it up, man. 220, bro. 220.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
The highest level, highest intellectual conversation about pro wrestling. The brand is healthy. What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday.
Happy
What
Sunday.
up, Sunday fun
Happy Sunday, man.
Yeah, this is a special edition of BGW. You know what I mean? We wrapping up the year. We, obviously we got the Tardy Awards later on in the month. But
2 weeks from now.
Yeah, 2 weeks. John Cena just retired. And I was like, you know what? Who can we get here on the podcast to talk about John Cena? Because if it was me, would have got, the person that doesn't tap out, Steve Borden, on this program. Couldn't do it.
Come on, man.
But I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. That's the problem, man. Like, John Cena has spent, how many years saying don't give up?
20 plus years, man.
And what does this nigga do? Gives up.
Give up.
He gave it with a smile on his face.
Soft
Poetic,
tap on
man.
the shoulder.
It was poetic, bruh. If anybody knows poetry around here, you would know that would be poetic. You know what I mean? The way that he went out like that.
I already told you, man. I don't know nothing about poetry. Yeah, that's not me. That's somebody else. But in a past life, coming in first, it is your guy, the poetic Professor Scotland Underwood. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Coming in second, it's your boy, your brand new Daytona champion, Nolo Green, the Pod General himself.
Shit, coming in third, may get the last word. You know what I'm saying? Coming in fly than a bird.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's never late for the party. The only one to always get it started. They love it. They ass is really fat and the wings all flat. I've been like another one. Calling the drunk.
That was a great preview.
You know what I'm saying? The last real tardy D-Mac I guess motherfucking thought. I guess.
And as you already know,
Still
on
got
this
me?
as you know, we do not do guests. We do co-host on this podcast. Tonight's co-host is a very special brother, near and dear to our hearts. You know what I mean? Like, this brother is a writer extraordinaire, has done the absolute best work out here. Like, if there's a wrestler, especially in our culture, that's doing big things out here, likelihood they've gone through the ringer of being interviewed and talked to by this brother. Seen this brother do just amazing work all across the board, post wrestling, Fightful currently, you know what I mean? Just once again, one of the pillars in this community, like we said. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the GOAT himself, Andrew Thompson, in the building. What's going on, bro?
Man, I appreciate y'all having me on. I appreciate the wonderful intro. Y'all so kind, man. I'm appreciative of the platform, man. I appreciate y'all taking the time to have me on the show. Congratulations to y'all on all the episodes and all the success, man. And I hope there's many more way past this. And again, thank y'all again for having me on y'all platform, man. Real talk.
Now, we appreciate you, man. One of our greatest strengths when we have people come on is that they think that this is a friendly podcast. 100%. You know, case in point, last week I got rave reviews about the argument that took place for damn near 25 minutes between D-Mac and Nola.
Oh yeah, this is my type of podcast right here.
Hey man, we had I had someone hit me up in the DMs. They was like, yo, y'all went in for crazy for like a good long minute just arguing.
What did y'all get into it about?
Them sorry ass cowgirls.
Somebody was a big hater. Somebody was a big
You know what I'm saying?
He acting like his team don't be wearing fucking paper bags and shit. I don't understand.
Bro, you want to do this again, bro?
Nah. This ain't the time. This ain't the time.
I'm feeling good, bro. I'm just sitting here next to the Christmas tree, bro. I'm the champ right now. I'm drinking, you know,
we both champions.
Apple juice. You feel me, bro? Let me live right now, bro.
Hey, brother, you know I love you. We good. We ain't gonna do this again.
We're gonna get to a banter later, bro. But it ain't gonna be about them sorry ass cow bitches.
We good.
Huh?
Punk ass Saints.
Hey.
We won.
Man, let them go. Let them go.
We won in 2009 and beat Peyton Manning.
Brother,
bro.
We not doing
Y'all
this again.
niggas,
We good.
We
had this.
The last time y'all won, bro, niggas was wearing basketball shoes on turf. Come on, bro.
But we still got more wins than y'all ever had. So please stop it.
Oh my god.
Nigga,
you don't.
like, I can legit wear my Dion's out there on the goddamn field that they was wearing, bro. You can't wear that shit on the where they playing it now. You gotta wear
Cowboys,
real grass. What that nigga said? Real glass, nigga. We won with real grass.
But I had just looked this up, but the last time Dallas won a Super Bowl, bro, that was like 7 months before I was born.
Exactly, bro.
Hey, Andrew, and two, Drew. Drew, that's what we doing.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Oh shit.
Man.
Hey.
So,
Thank God.
Good man right there.
Save me.
Blow the whistle.
Save me, brother.
He might hit that gilly on this, bro. He might hit that gilly. He got that bird.
goodness gracious, bro.
My bad, Nola. My bad, Nola. Oh, shit.
Lo, can you hear us, bro?
Yes, sir. Scotland, can you hear me? Nolo, Andrew,
Yes.
Matt,
bro.
Nolo, can y'all hear me, brother?
What up, Ron?
Yes, sir. What's up, man? What's up, brother?
Man, first of all, 1A and 1B. I want to congratulate my Daytona champion, Solo Nolo Green. I love you, brother.
Love you too, brother.
This is a great Sunday. It's a great Sunday.
31-0.
My brother Andrew Thompson.
What's going on, bro?
My brother Andrew Thompson is a great friend of mine. A great, contemporary of mine. And this is a great Sunday. This is a great moment, brother. Hopefully I'm of the utmost privilege with the with the allowance of Scott, Nolo, Mac, Chaz to welcome you onto this platform. And this is a full circle moment, man, to the conversations that we've had, to the interactions that we had, man. Welcome.
I appreciate you. I appreciate the formal welcome, man. It's good to see you. Of course, we done chopped it up a couple of times, and it's finally good to be on the podcast with you.
Yes, sir.
You know, before we dive in, because you know, there's a question I want to ask Andrew before we get started. But real quick, man, why did you refer to him as my Daytona champion? Like, don't get.
And he said he only acknowledged that nigga like I'm not that nigga right now.
We gonna get the Mac. I was watching episodes earlier. We're gonna get the Mac. That's not an issue. That's OG. That's
Nolo doesn't even really respect the Daytona Championship. If we being
why don't I not respect it?
To my knowledge, you have held the Daytona Championship before, right?
This is the second time, yes.
And do you remember your first run and how you never openly wanted to defend it?
I don't remember that, honestly. I think man, might be mistaking me for some reason.
I remember he don't like to defend shit.
That's right. Yeah. But you know, we neither here nor there, right? We neither here nor there. We got company, right?
We do.
Oh, fuck that. He shit. Welcome. That nigga don't like to defend shit like them sorry ass Cowboys.
Hey Drew, you already know what's going on when you go to black people's house.
Welcome, you feel
I see it. We was getting on Nolo. I can't even talk, man. I'm a Steelers fan, so I can't really say too much.
I know what's going on. I know.
We 7-6 right now.
Shit, y'all won. I think a year before us, so y'all straight.
Yeah.
If you I was gonna say, bro, if you want to disrespect Nolo, you can, bro.
What is this?
That's crazy.
Thank you. What is this nonsense? I don't understand.
Nigga, what's in my kitchen is in yours, you know.
Nolo, you gonna allow this, bro?
Dog, where is the love?
I can tell you some shit offline that I be disrespecting him about. It was that he like that.
Hey.
All right. Before we dive into the arguments, real quick, Andrew, man. First of all, once again, thank you for tapping in with the podcast and everything, bro. But you know, just in case anybody that's watching never seen your work or anything like that, man, please, I'm sorry, man. I just gotta pour this.
Jennifer, why you look like Big Smoke?
Hey, I'll take it, but I'm just not a bitch ass nigga like him. That he ain't had no loyalty.
That's fact.
That's a fact.
That was a bitch ass nigga.
That's one
I'll
thing.
take the shot. The shot is fine.
No,
Might
real
like
quick,
the
before we get
Cowboys,
started.
but he's not a bitch ass nigga. That's one thing he's not.
Real quick before we get started, right? So just want to circle back real quick. Again, my brother Andrew, welcome. My brother. You know what I mean? Okay, so real quick, also, like Mac, Champ, what up, Wody? What's going on, bro?
What's up, Ron?
Champ, it's been a minute. I was listening to the last episode, bro. I feel that you stayed down. You stayed that we gonna talk about it, but to my utmost champion, what's up, brother? I hope it's a good Sunday. Nolo, real quick. The reason why he is my Daytona champion is because, Scott can attest to this, and if this is okay to, attest to at this moment. I named that title.
You did.
You did. Absolutely.
Oh shit.
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna honor whoever dons the title at any given moment. You dig what I'm saying? I'm glad it was back home.
You are a good person.
It went to my third home, VA, PA to VA, and that's fine.
Yeah, you're a good person, bro.
I named it after a particular person from Virginia. So we ain't even gotta get it. So real quick, so that's just clearing all of that.
Now tell me about Daytona. Who's Daytona?
Like as far as like what's the reference to that?
Yeah.
That's the champion. That's the real workhorse. That's the guy behind the wheel.
Okay.
We gonna talk about it, Mac. Also, one person that Nolo looks like. I was doing some, it's a lot going on right now. It's football season. You know what I mean? Instead of firing a whistle, tap in.
Uh-oh.
I'm not talking about anything regarding Philadelphia football right now, although I will reference a guy from the state of Florida who attended the University of Miami, who Nolo looks like, who's going to annoy Nolo. You look like Jerome Brown, and I hope you take that as an honor. Number 99.
Shout out to Jerome Brown. Hey, man.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll take that.
Philadelphia Eagles are the only NFL team he played for, so I just wanted to tap back into that also.
Hey.
So,
Yeah, dog. Shout out to the early 90s, that defensive line. I remember them.
It's all good. We good. 220. Welcome, Drew. We good.
Right.
Chaz, though.
Hey, Chaz is here.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a full squad tonight. All right.
Look at us. Look at us.
Everybody, nigga, you just wake up. You could have kept sleeping, bro.
Nigga, it's 7:30. What you mean?
Yo, midday naps are dangerous. Let me just say that.
Niggas
He ain't
like,
lying.
hey,
He ain't lying.
you went for a full sleep.
So that wasn't the plan. That wasn't the plan. I apologize, but you know what I mean? Gang's all here.
Gang's all here, man. But back to brother Andrew. For anybody that doesn't know your work, man, please just tell the people watching, like, who are you, man? Like, what kind of work do you do? You know what I mean? Obviously, big yourself up while you're here, but you know what I mean? For anybody that's watching, tell the people who you are, bro.
I'm a writer.
Yeah.
And I do some interviews, and I haven't done an interview in a long time, but I still got shit might as well be archival content at this point. You can check out some stuff on my YouTube channel, and I started writing for this website called eWrestling News in 2017. Then I moved to the site called Lords of Pain, and then I started working for Fightful. Then I went to Post, and like 5 or 6 years later, I am back at Fightful. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm not too good at I ain't gonna big myself up, but it's been cool to be in the wrestling space and getting to interact with everybody, and especially like I was talking to Nolo and Poetic Skyline earlier. We was talking about when we linked up at the For the Culture show back in 2022, and we all got to finally meet for the first time, and it was cool to actually get to see y'all in person outside of seeing y'all on the virtual stuff. So yeah, that was cool too. But yeah, man, I've been in the space for a little bit, and yeah, it's been cool, man. I appreciate the kind words y'all said about me too, about the writing stuff. That means a lot to me. I take the writing thing real serious. So I appreciate y'all saying those kind of words about my work.
Hey, bro, listen, like, you're the reason why I even got into writing in wrestling in the first place. You were the first person I ever reached out to when I was interested in writing like different articles and everything like that. And you pointed me in the direction of multiple people, man. So like, me as a writer in this space is all because of you. So I owe a ton of debt of gratitude to you. And like I said, the work that you do, you know what I mean? Like your name carries weight in this space. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's not a person I haven't met that has never, you know what I mean? Everybody has sung your praises to the highest form. So yeah, you do amazing work out here, bro. Amazing.
I appreciate that. And you know, it's great. I had, when you mentioned that, I remember you had already was doing some writing work, and I remember when we had talked about it, I was like, I know it's like a couple sites out here that I know you would just add like a tremendous amount to, and it was cool to see like right after that, you started like parlaying your way into all these different sites and stuff like that. So that was like real cool to see. I remember you doing some stuff at Daily DDT as well. And that was cool to see some of your writing work up there, man. So yeah, I was very, very happy for you to see you like carve that for yourself, man. So yeah, congratulations to you on that.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. We gonna get back to the writing eventually, sometime. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. But obviously, we got some big news to talk about, gentlemen. John Cena, the last match, finally stamped, sealed, delivered. Nigga is gone. That is somebody's goat that tapped out. Not mine, but somebody's.
Not your goat.
Yeah. Andrew, starting with you, bro. Before we get to the actual ending of the match, what did you think about the entire presentation? John Cena, Gunther, the atmosphere, everything like that. What was your thoughts watching the joint last night?
Firstly, I enjoyed the NXT incorporation, the spotlighting of they always like to say like the future generation. Like I'm mostly referencing that comment. I think it was from Mark Henry when he was like Javon Evans is like the future like 10, 15 years from now. I'm like 15 years. I'm like, I think Javon Evans is somebody that you could, you go ahead and like once he done up in NXT, you go ahead and get the ball rolling as soon as you get up to the main roster. But I enjoyed that aspect of it. Like Obafemi was somebody who I was like when they first announced him versus Cody when he beat Ricky Saints for the NXT title. I was like, I was very, very interested to see how they was going to present him on that, I guess, main roster presentation. And, he came through exactly I was expecting him to. It was good seeing Javon Evans and Leon Slater as well, especially for Leon being like a TNA talent. And I think it's like clear as day that like WWE kind of got their eyes on Leon because he's 100% on their radar because again he's not contracted to them, and you can tell that. Like, I think he's wrestling on NXT at the tape show tomorrow as well, and he just wrestled at Deadline too. So I wouldn't be surprised that at some point if Leon Slater ended up at WWE as a contracted talent within like the next year or so. But yeah, for Cena's final match, it was I mean, first like the whole retirement tour this year. Now we have the like we can like look back on it and reflect on it now as everything is fully done. It was like a very up and down type of deal. Like, you started off with the Rumble, had the heel turn, The Rock disappeared from TV, and then he went on Pat McAfee's show and was just like, well, I just felt like it was best, that I take my break from television. I'm like, dog, you were like the most integral part of like this whole thing, and he just dipped out. And then they eventually somewhat got it back on track when they turned Cena back babyface, and then they brought back Brock Lesnar again from in the midst of this sex trafficking lawsuit that he's involved in. And then he squashed Cena, and then here we are present day with the the Last Time Is Now tournament and Gunther winning the whole thing. As far as the presentation of it all, I mean, I thought it was a good setup in the honoring of John Cena. I guess it's 26 years in WWE and things like that. So, I mean, if I was the person with the pen, I would have bookmarked it like that and bookended it like that with him losing after 20 plus years. What he represented for the company, but I'm pretty sure at some point they'll do some type of interview or something. He'll probably say that it was his idea, and then that is what it is.
Nolo, as somebody that's used to getting hated on, what did you think about Gunther as like Gunther came out like like I feel like they reinvented Gunther, right? What I mean, like we trying to wash away him tapping out to Jay earlier this year. Once again,
I feel like
the parlay, you lose a lot. You lost a lot this year too.
Lost to me.
Yeah, lost to Kaz. You lost to
Hey, Nolo, you go through this every week, bro?
I do. Literal punching bag of BGW. If there was like a target, like people just like shooting at, it's just a face of me just sitting there, and that's okay. That's fine. Because just like Gunther, I will be the most hated person in wrestling because that's what they basically made him last night.
Would you label yourself the scapegoat? That's what you would call yourself?
Oh, I'm much better than Jack Perry, I guess. much like more likable. But yes, I do feel that way. I feel like they did set up Gunther very nicely with this. Just that the way the whole entire presentation of it was. Did you see all those children? Did you see his interaction with that child when he was coming out and the child was just talking cash shit to him, and it's just Gunther just talking right back. Like this is like D-Mac is probably gonna say later that he said in the group chat. Like this is what we have the way it used to be. Like he's literally tapped out the GOAT. He tapped out the GOAT of WWE in this pro wrestling space. And I have never heard a crowd turn on the Booker so fast. That man Triple H came out here, and it was just raining boos.
Y'all think that
his decision?
You think that hurt Triple H's feelings?
100%.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Max, why not, man? You don't think his feelings were hurt, bro?
No, I think he's at an understanding where like he know in his mind that he didn't book that match the way that it went. With the speculation and caveat on what Andrew said, I think they gave him. I think they gave John Cena 100% of creative control with that last match because of a trade-off. And I'm just speculating. I don't know for sure, but he gave WWE 100% of creative control of his retirement run. Per the Chris Van Vliet podcast that he was on. He said that, look, I'm gonna give y'all 100% of creative control with this. And he's always the last one to know with this, but I think that he kind of took the Rams with that because of, I don't want to sound like it's a negative connotation of what I'm about to say next, but John Cena is extra. And what I mean by that is he's performative on everything he's doing. So even after the match, he was like bowing to the crowd and going to all other stuff. But now that he's in the acting space, I think and I like to use the word poetic. I think the poetic way of him going out was that he's satisfied. That's what I got from him smiling before he tapped out because, maybe it was something that it was inside of him that didn't want to quit because he wanted to please everybody else, but him smiling was that, you know what? I'm good. I did all I could. I'm a tap. You know what I mean? So,
Chaz, what you thinking, bro?
Man, fuck Jonathan. I'm playing. I'm still waking up. No, I wholeheartedly love him tapping out. I love the whole decision. I was thoroughly happy with all of it. Not necessarily, obviously, the booking itself, like you said, Andrew, it was a lot of ups and downs and just a lot of recoveries on the most part. And then Scott talks about it all the time, where it's like you can tell when you don't have an idea to pivot to once you thought something was going to click. Thankfully, we have seasoned veterans like John to where if they did give him the control at some point in time, then, the decision to go back to being a babyface and just really embellish and all was the right call. Don't know about Brock, don't know about the heel turn, don't know about X, Y, and Z. I can just only go off the things that I enjoyed. And so I'll leave it there. But ultimately, I really didn't have a problem with the ending. I didn't think he was going to tap. I thought maybe he was just going to pass out from just trying to still be John Cena of old, the super Cena that we all know is like, keep finding a way. But the outcome of what took place from all that really kind of swayed my end. Like, oh, they want to shoot Gunther. Like this nigga's a dictator or something. Oh, this is the vibe. This is what I'm here for. Yeah. Turn this shit up all the way up. Like that's the Gunther we always not necessarily. Well, I'm gonna say where we thought it was going, what we really, really wanted. We just didn't know how they was going to pivot to, especially with the whole Jey Uso thing. And I think at one point in time, I think probably maybe a few others, we thought, well, shit, is he gonna go babyface? What's gonna be the cause and result here? So if the end goal gets Gunther to astronomical heights as the super hero we've really, really kind of needed in this game, then that's something that I'll hang my hat on because no matter what was going to happen, I think Cena was going to lose. I just didn't think he was going to tap out or give this sadistic smile at the end, which was hilarious. So I can understand people's frustration, but I personally thought the ending, I thought the match itself was very well done.
Hey, bro, just to follow up on your point real quick. Like, I wanted to ask you, like, what do you see Gunther going from here? Because like he already got the retired Goldberg, got the retired WWE's like golden egg in John Cena. He's been world champion twice already. What's like the next thing that you can see for Gunther that'll be like of substance? Because like, I mean, of course you got Mania coming up, but that's like 3-4 months away. Like what, like just off the top of your head, like things that you could think of off the top, like what do you do with Gunther that can like actually like follow up on when you just retired WWE's golden goose?
Tell him, Scott.
Go face and retire Brock.
Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Well, that's part. Hey, go ahead. Tell him the plan. Go.
Let me paint y'all for the whole 2026. This nigga Gunther is going to retire everybody. He's going to retire AJ Styles. He's going to retire Brock. Gunther should not lose at all in 2026 going into 2027. And the reason why is you have Gunther at some point win either the World or the WWE Championship, retire AJ, retire Brock. And then when we get to WrestleMania in Saudi, he drops the title to another person that is undefeated in 2026 going into 2027, the ruler, Oba Femi. Gunther WrestleMania 2027, and Oba beats Gunther. That's what you do. That's what you do. That's how you cook. Because other than that, I don't know what you do with Gunther. If that's not the plan, I really don't. I don't know. Low. Book me something, man. What do we do? What are we doing with Gunther, man?
No, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. I don't think necessarily in a situation where you have Vegas coming up this year.
What?
That comment is nuts, though. Like, what?
I don't know where we're going.
Hey, man, we gonna have to block you from the chat, dog.
Yeah, man, get GTS on the screen. Get him above the screen, bro.
What's the reference?
I don't
I don't
understand.
even know, bro.
In regards to us. Oh boy.
Well, that was uncomfortable. Jeez. What kind of podcast is this?
Where was
no.
How you pivot?
Unless
I'm about to say logo. Go ahead, reroute it, bro.
No, I think that's definitely what happens, especially after you retire a guy like Goldberg, who touted a certain undefeated record at a point. You know, there's John Cena madness on Saturday night's main event. Oh man, it's a lot, right? So I think that's definitely the decision. It'll just be interesting to see, like, step by step, you know, PLE by PLE, like how Gunther, you know, exactly gets booked. Because I don't see him losing for the foreseeable future. Like Scott is intending to predict, but I'm kind of still stuck on last episode, man. Like, you know, the Saudi Arabia thing, I think, is heavy for something such as Obafemi versus a Gunther. And yeah, I think that this guy's giving the keys to the company at this point.
Let's talk about how if John Cena really wanted to win, he had enough room to grab the rope. Don't let the camera fool you. Like, he could have just reached out and grabbed the rope. A real veteran would have grabbed the rope. This is where he messed up at, because every time he got away from Gunther, Gunther just kept yoking him back up for the choke. Nigga, go outside. That's what the perimeters outside is for you to get your breath. You know what I mean? Like, Gunther can't catch you at that moment. He wanted to lose. You know what I mean? You saw the look on his face. He was looking for a way out. That's somebody's GOAT, not mine.
I think to the point that was made about like him smiling on his way out, I think D-Mac touched on it earlier when he was just like, that was kind of seen his way of being like you just said, he was kind of fighting off Gunther the whole time, trying to get away out of the sleeper hold. And then like it was like that last one, he was just like, you know what, fuck it. Like it ain't no point in me keep trying to get out because he gonna get me again. So let me just go ahead and like I'm out. So yeah, I think that was kind of spot on what both of y'all said.
What about the other performances? Like, you know, I mean, Andrew brought up Oba went against Cody, So Ruka beat Bailey, the YN Rockers. They, you know,
YN Rockers is crazy.
They went against AJ.
That's
and AJ.
fire though.
That's a tough name. I'm telling you, that's a tough name.
I fuck with it.
YN Rockers.
Who do you think stood out the most in this showcase? Because you know, the way I'm looking at this, like these talents were put on this show for a reason. Like you're on John Cena's last match. You know what I mean? Like you clearly, the company sees big things in everybody, but in your eyes, watching that, appreciate that. Good, my good man, appreciate you. Like to me, I thought Leon Slater came out the best in this entire joint. Like Leon, like had a great showcase, and once again, Leon is the most blatant example of contract tampering I've ever seen.
Yes. Yes.
Man.
Hey.
Listen,
No, like I said in the group chat yesterday, I was like, yo, they're gonna steal the fuck out of Leon Slater,
Yes.
bro.
No, bro, when I say what I'm telling y'all, when there is a report that Leon Slater's contract with TNA is set to expire, I'm telling y'all, he is going to WWE. I remember I don't know why he said this shit. Like TNA president Carlos Silva, he said in the interview, he was like, well, you know, man, like if one of our TNA talents wants to go to WWE, we'll help him get there. You help him what? You gonna help your talent go? Like, and he was speaking about I think this was in reference to Joe Hendry. He was just like, yeah, you know, man, one of our guys or one of our talents in general just wants to, you know, if they want to make their way over to WWE, we'll try to accommodate them as much as possible. And I'm like, y'all just giving it up. Y'all giving your people up, man.
Now
I think that's a smart plan though. I think that's a smart business plan because, like, think of it like this: if you have pennies to the dollar that you can give to somebody, right? What more than you can sell to them to make them want to stay if they're on the up and come up? Hope. Shit, Hope been stealing our grandmothers for years at churches.
What?
Think about it. That preacher be saying some shit. That dog gonna make them feel like, hey, tomorrow is gonna be right. And they still be at the same spot, but doggone, that's what at TNA, doggone, they can sell. Hey, look, man, come over here. Look what we did. We got Joe Hendry at WWE. We got Slater over there. Fuck this. You know,
hey, yo, do y'all find it? Do y'all find it interesting that TNA got that AMC deal once they got rid of Joe Hendry?
I'm gonna take it. You're not a Hendry fan.
Hey, brother, let me tell you something. There used to be a running gag here on this podcast about me and Ricochet. We've surpassed that, right? We talking about a country beef. You know what I mean? Like he's not a real Scotsman. I am.
Okay.
Presentation. But yeah, no, I just find it quite interesting that TNA they ascending to higher heights, and it happens as soon as they get rid of Joe Hendry. You know what I mean? I just
So a sacrificial lamb?
yeah.
I respect it.
Yeah.
Respect it.
No, so go back to the point about like Leon Slater, about like TNA, like they about to be on AMC. Like this is a big deal. They cannot afford to just be giving WWE talent like this. You know what I mean? Like somebody like Jordan Grace, I understood. Jordan Grace kind of like she got bigger than TNA. She had to go. Joe Hendry, for some reason, people got behind him. You know what I mean?
for some reason.
Yo, dog,
you know what I mean?
What is your beef with him? I understood Trevor. I don't.
Once again, that means we going into Scottish politics, man. We can't talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, we
All
can't.
But see, the thing about the AMC thing is, like they're gonna have to sustain some type of interest, like when that partnership isn't always available. Like, because I'm pretty sure like every week it isn't just going to be like you're going to have somebody from WWE to come over. Like you're going to have to, maintain your guys. And I mean, I'm looking at Leon Slater, like everybody on that roster, like whenever I hear them speak about like who's next or who's going to be the future of the brand, a lot of them dudes and a lot of the people on the roster, they'll say Leon Slater. And the thing I really like about Leon and Javon specifically, and I know Javon talked about this, is like how they just let them be them. Like there's no like patrolling them or like patrolling their blackness either. Like not trying to tell them tone it down or you got to be this or you got to talk like this. And I know Javon had talked about like he was something that worried him a little bit was, and I think Leon spoke about this too, is like I guess making sure that they remain who they are and conveying that through their promos by not trying to tone down who they are, if that makes sense, and relaying that to audiences that may not understand some of the lingo that they use or some of the things that they say. And they was like, it's a balance between them and trying to figure out like which route to go with. And they both of them kind of said they lean into they unapologetically themselves, and both of them lean into that, and they think that's the best course of action. And I think that's the best thing about both Leon and Javon is that they just let them do them, and it doesn't feel like a fabricated version of who they are. Like that genuinely feels like they just being them on TV, and I think the crowd resonates with that, and that's why both of them are so popular amongst their respective brands.
So do y'all think with SmackDown adding this additional hour, and I guess this is going to be the long-term play, like you would think that they would bring up like an Oba, Javon, go ahead and make that sign up with Leon, bring them up, like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand the whole concept of NXT, you get familiar with everything like that, but you think you missing the mark not having like talent like this on your two biggest shows?
Hey, brother, all I want is for Friday night to be Friday night nigga down, because that's what it is, and this is what it's gonna become. It has been great. We saw Lash Legend go out there and do her thing. Oba went out there and smoked his promo with Cody. Bro, go ahead and bring up Javon and Leon. Even though Leon's not even part of the company, he will be, so it don't matter. Just go ahead and have him on weekly television. Might as well just give me what I want. Before this Friday, it had been a minute since I watched the whole episode of SmackDown. I watched the whole episode. I was proud of myself because it was great.
Shoot, even Carmelo got
yes.
Yeah, man. But you want to know the thing about Carmelo? I remember he was talking about how like he was talking to Paul Heyman or something backstage, right? And Carmelo was like, he was talking about his position in WWE, and he was talking like this was around the time I think like the push Carmelo Hayes hashtag was going crazy, and people would like clamor for Carmelo to get like treated on the same level as like how they like the investment level that they have in Braun Breaker right now, and Carmelo had he said he was talking to Paul Heyman backstage, and he was just asked, he was like, so like how am I doing? Like essentially in the gist of the conversation was about this comparison between him and his counterpart Brock Lesnar. I mean, Braun Breaker. And Paul Heyman had told him, he's like, yeah, man, like you're batting 1,000, but he was like, the thing is, like you're batting 8th in the lineup. And Carmelo was like, I mean, and basically, like, you know, what he's saying is like, you know, Carmelo's doing a good job, but essentially telling him like you're not the person right now. And it is always interesting to me to see who gets that treatment, as far as like when they want to decide who's going to be that next person to take that next level ascension. Because like I think by now you could have had a Carmelo Hayes U.S. title run. He's been on the main roster since April 2024. Like I think at some point you could have had some type of title run or something. Like I know he had the 5-match series with Andrade, and that was cool. But I think people, including I think people, including myself, and I'm pretty sure y'all as well, see what Carmelo Hayes could be. But like at the same time, it's like, you know, that's in the power of the, you know, the individuals booking the show. So, you know, they kind of go by. I don't even really know what they go by at this point, but like, you know, but I again, I'm gonna just repeat. I think at some point you could have had a Carmelo Hayes U.S. title run between April 2024 and with December 2025 right now.
I don't see why he couldn't have beat Sammy, honestly.
Yeah.
And like that was that's a great person he could have beat. Even though I do like this rekindling of him and Ilya, because I do like that, but I feel like they could have been having battles for that US title. This is something that could have been happening a long time ago. Like he could have been the US champ, and then Ilya came up. When Ilya came back, that's the person he went up against, and they had their series, and that's where we could have been going on right now, because we already know he could do it. He delivers every time. It just like Paul said, that man's eighth in the lineup.
You know, I see this comment right here, right? And
I agree.
I'm gonna argue against it. I feel like if the Miz joint don't happen, we don't get the love Carmelo getting right now.
That's a good way to look at it. But I mean, should it really take that?
Shouldn't have gotten this. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like, but like with Carmelo, like, I mean, I guess if you want to look at it from like a positive standpoint, I mean, it's only been a year, but like I'm always going to. It's hard for me not to compare Carmelo and Braun, and it's only because they came up together in NXT and they ascended together in NXT. So like that's always going to be my, like, I'm always looking at them in their respective ascensions, and like I'm looking at Braun and this motherfucker over on Raw, and you could tell they priming him up for that world title run, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ended up being Punk next month at the Raw show, and then like hopefully, like I think maybe they're going to work around at some point with Carmelo versus Ilya. Do I think he'll win? That remains to be seen. You know, it doesn't feel as definitive as if you ask me, like, do I think Braun's going to be Punk? I would probably tell you, yeah, like with no shakiness in my voice at all. Like I think that's probably what's going to happen. But with Carmelo, you ask me if I think he's going to be Ilya for the title, I'm like, you know, he might win, probably will lose, you know, and they'll be like, oh yeah, Carmelo Hayes, keep fighting to the top, man. You're doing a great job. You know, keep doing good, and you know, whatever, man.
What we thinking about Sol Ruka's performance last night?
I loved it. I thought it was very good about how they made like the Soul Snatcher, like how they did it. Like it didn't look like it was like Bayley just waiting to get hit by it. They like transitioned into it well, and then the finish of the match of how Bayley almost getting the win, and then Sol Ruka pulling it out, rolling it back up. But I also feel like Sol Ruka, like she had a great showing, but she also been out here showing out every single time she on there. Like it's the same thing. Like I put her in the same class as like Javon. Like she could have came up for real. Like ain't nothing really stopping them other than themselves.
And say, hey, Lo, let me ask you, Brad. Like you about the I'm gonna get back to Soul, but like I wanted to ask you about Bayley. Like, do you think that they're kind of they're kind of like positioning Bayley as like to be like the next Natalya in terms of like being like the not necessarily getting the spotlight, but like being the person that's going to be like giving everybody else the spotlight? Like, because I feel like they're like sort of getting Bayley ready for that spot, and it's like, hey, we'll give you this extra contract, and, you know, we'll give you X amount of dollars, but as long as you're that person that's going to be able to pass it on to the next generation. And I mean that's a good spot, but it can be detrimental as well. We've seen that with, like, you can even say like that with like Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler. Like once you get in that spot where you're the person who's only there to like not really get something for yourself, but more so just to pass it on to the next generation. I feel like a lot of people can get like a little testy, if you will. But like, what do you think about, I guess, the sort of the trajectory or where Bayley's heading as far as her WWE runs going?
Like similar to like a gatekeeper in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they used to do Yoyokas Gamboa. They used to put him against. They put him against Tank. Tank knocked him out. They put him against Devin Haney. I'm saying, they're like, hey, look, we're gonna give you this cheddar. We'll give you this cheese. Hey, you might have a shot, but hey, look, we we really, but in the back end, in the back of their mind, they're like, look, we need a Olympic gold medalist to come and get these boys up and boost up their resume. So that's a great comparison of what you're giving Bailey, because like she got the pedigree, you know what I mean? Like she was NXT, or if I'm not mistaken, she was an NXT Women's Champion. She was a WWE Women's Champion. I forget what division it was.
Yeah, she had both of them jump.
Yeah,
the Raw and SmackDown.
At the same time.
And she got the credibility even on the indies. Like you see her in the indie shows, you know, ducking off in the nosebleeds and stuff, supporting her friends and things like that. So maybe that's the role that they trying to put her in. And as long as she getting cheddar, I think
she probably don't give a shit. She like
probably don't care. And guess what? As much as Bailey on TV, I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Man, listen. Yeah, that's real. That's real. What you think? What else? What about you, Chaz? What do you think, man?
I don't think Bailey's long for the WWE universe much longer.
Yes, sir.
I think she's out the door, quite possibly very soon. Well, yeah, very soon. I don't know when the contract is. I don't know when it's going to split. I still haven't forgotten what took place between her, Becky, and the whole WrestleMania debacle. Whether it was played, whether it was stand, that's for anybody else to debate. But I don't look at Bailey career, what she's doing or how she's giving back more so as no, I do look as something where she's like Max said, and like you said, Andrew, you could tell she's not at the twilight, but she's in this space in her career where it's like you don't really have much to do left as far as to accomplish. You've done it all, including y'all mentioned most of the accolades, including winning the Rumble. You know what I'm saying, and going on to win at Man like that. You completed the journey. On top of that, you were influential in ushering in, Damage Control into that new era. What WrestleMania was that when they came out together?
2024, I think.
Okay. After.
Oh, wait.
No, wait.
You talking about you talking about the tag match, or you talking about when she?
No, I'm talking about when Damage Control first came out all together.
Bailey, that was
SummerSlam.
SummerSlam 2020.
Right.
Yeah, SummerSlam.
To add that to the legacy. So she's done so much in this realm to where there's nothing left. And I'm not saying that she couldn't do that role as y'all talked about before, but I don't know if that's where she's at. And from the body language, how she's still able to move, I don't think that's what she ultimately wants to do. I don't think she'll have a problem with, like, the money is the money, no matter what. But there's been other movements and other writings, and obviously her relationship with Mercedes will never not get thought about or seen. Mm-hmm. And that has been a topic of discussion for quite some time. So, yeah, I could be wrong. Maybe she still maybe she does want to do that role of helping ushering in the new talent, bringing people up, not having issues taking L's. Could be. She does. She is a giver in that way. But no, her ass out of there. All right, that's not the dope.
I just feel like Bailey, like she's loving the work she's doing, but like you can't tell me that she's not looking what's going on the outside and like seeing what's going on with like Japan and England and like AEW, Pro Wrestling Eve. I just feel like like she's one of those type, like she's getting that hunger, you know what I mean? So
hey man,
she still go.
She's that SpongeBob meme. Oh no, I was gonna say see that SpongeBob meme. She looking at her best friend living her best life, going everywhere, and she like, damn, I want to do that. I want to do that.
Facts, and that's where I was gonna just tie it all in. Andrew, you mentioned it. She has indie ties before she got to W, and obviously after. Those indie ties are still there. They never, and I think seeing what Mercedes has been able to do, seeing it's possible, and not only that, I can still be just as big, if not bigger. I deserve to explore that aspect of my career, and Bailey has more than enough cachet to do so.
I'm about to say, you had mentioned it too about her like she kind of getting her sort of dose of that when she doing her Lodestone camp. Like when she bought all the so I don't know. I don't think she flew everybody out. They had the indie wrestlers had to get their own way to Florida, but she took care of like the hotel and like the food and like she put everybody up. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I think that's her way of like get like how Skylar was talking about, like sort of feeling that, you know, that inner hunger, inner competitor that she wants to do more. And that's her way of like contributing back to everybody else. And I mean, just say like that like her taking care, like essentially footing the bill for like, what's that, like 15 people, taking care of hotels, taking care of people was like getting around. Like she had like a bus for them to like get around and stuff like that. Like you take care of people. She flying. I mean, she bringing out like the Charlotte Flairs and the Live Vicarious and the John Cenas and the Becky Lynches and like everybody to come talk to these indie wrestlers. I know Janai Kai was out there. I think Nikki Blackheart, a couple other, a bunch of other people. But like I was like, man, Bayley, like she, like I'm like I think when, you know, when it's all said and done, man, history they gonna look very, very, very well on Bayley. Like it's gonna look real good for her, man. Especially with that stuff if she, you know, she continues to keep trying to do that the training thing.
We gonna hit a quick round table real quick. Bayley joins AEW. Let's say it happens in October, November next year. Tell me whose spot she takes.
Let me go first. I don't know.
That's fair.
Like AEW, they division. Like, I mean, see, this is the thing about AEW, right? They have people who you haven't really fully fleshed out yet. So like, I think adding on another name, I don't even know if that's. I mean, I think again, like you said, like she's going to take somebody's spot. It doesn't matter who. And somebody's push is, you know what I'm saying, they're coming down. And like, I'm like, you go ahead, Skylar.
I was gonna say we negative up here, man. We don't believe that equal opportunities.
Like I'm thinking like, so I know Dakota Kai, she facing Chris Statlander at the Eve show in March, and like one would have to think like she's either going to be in AEW by that point, or, you know, that's like a lookout match for, like, I guess for lack of better terms, a trial match or whatever. Like, not a trial, but like just a lookout match. You know, maybe that'll, you know, encourage or maybe that'll lead to her going there. But like, we're going back to what I was saying about like it's already people on the roster who you haven't really fully fleshed out yet. Like you look at a Queen Aminata, like people have been clamoring for months to be like, yeah, man, they're like she and then of course she had the injury. I don't know if she was gonna win the Pure Championship tournament or not had it not been for that injury. But and then you even got folks like Athena, who've been ROH Women's World Champion for 3 years, and people have been saying for the longest, like, you know, it's time to like fully transition her over to that AEW women's division roster and sort of, you know, like, you know, the ROH thing, like that's a historic and all-time thing she doing. But like it kind of feels like at this point they don't really have anybody that's going to like believably take the title away from her. So like I feel like Athena's kind of gonna be stuck on that for a little while, maybe until like Supercard of Honor 2026.
Then you know like, what? I got it. I think I got it. I ain't mean to cut you off, but
no, you good. You good.
Everybody, give me an answer. Bayley or Willow?
You are a dastardly
Willow.
Boy.
I will say it. It is Willow. You will not give me the turn against Willow.
Oh, wait. So you asking us
if Bayley joins AEW and it means Willow's spot got to be compromised, which one we take?
Nope.
Which one we can't do?
Nah, you can't do that to Willow, bro.
Thank you.
You can't do that to Willow.
I'm with him, bro.
Let's start with Low.
Put them on the tag team together. The Assassins.
There's no tag.
Assassin.
Hey, man.
like Willow, the thing, like, again, Willow's one of those. I mean, which now I mean, you can't remember. She's the first one ever, the first ever AEW World Women's Tag Team Champion. So I mean, but I think Willow is one of those people that's marked for AEW Women's World Title run at some point. I think they eventually will get back to her and stat. So I mean, you know, it's gonna be. I would have to stick with Willow on that one.
All right. Low. Who you got, bro?
Yeah, because the point is like, what is Pam? What is Bailey going to AEW for? I don't think the point of going to AEW is to take anybody's spot. I think we're having a conversation as I'm listening. Loaderstone. You know what I mean? This is a person who portrayed a character. You know, when I saw her as a student at Full Sail University, she was the hugger. She came in giving back.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like when I look at other situations like a Chris Jericho popping up in New Japan on the road to Tokyo Dome. By the way, we are on the road to Tokyo Dome, right? It's December 14th. However, when we think about, and I think about in the near future when like Pam might, I don't know why I'm doing that. It's Almanac Show. Julio, what up, baby? When Bailey pops up, maybe I don't know, like on the road to Tokyo Dome, and what that picture might look like, maybe with somebody like a Mercedes, and we already know what that's looking like. We already know what that's looked like. We already seen that. I've seen that live. It's you know what I mean? So, but what I'm saying is in this conversation, this is Willow's company, right? Like this is the future of professional wrestling, and she loves it, as the intro suggests, right? So I think that we have some compelling stuff there with Willow, but I think that could become a prime adversary of hers, with somebody like
that would be a fun.
You know, Bailey going to AEW in a version of in a version of her that we never seen before, right? We talking about damage control a little bit here, but you know, but I think about situations like a Painmaker, right? Chris Jericho, right, going over to New Japan Road to Tokyo Dome, right, and that Naito thing and all of those things. So I'm looking to see something like that in the near future. I'm thinking about Mercedes contract as well, right? I'm thinking that's going to be timing out in about 28, maybe like late 28, something like that. So I don't know, man. I think I think you're right, Scott. I think Bailey's contract is expiring, like late 27, going into 28 too. So
like she become,
if I'm mistaken, it might even be like at the top.
No, you right. She signed a multi-year deal in January 2024.
Right. All right, bet, Drew. So
she might become like the biggest free agent when the time comes.
Yeah.
Nolo, answer the question, bro.
I did. I was the first one to answer. What do you mean? I'm not changing it.
I apologize. Let's switch it. Bailey or Athena?
Oh shit!
You're gonna get me to switch up?
Hey,
what, you want Bailey to be out of a job? That's crazy, though.
I don't want Bailey to be out of a job. I just don't want her to take.
Hey, Nolo, you wishing unemployment on folks, man.
I'm not wishing unemployment on folks. I'm wishing for the advancement of the people that I love.
I feel that.
Hey man, you already know Willow got that war dog mentality, so she gonna thug it out. Yo, come on. It ain't gotta be like this, bro. Come on, man. Come on. Show some love to me.
You got some weird ass loyalty, bro, to losers.
Whoa! Let's stop there for a second.
What that nigga Cat Williams told Shannon Sharp, you got a weird religion.
You a Saints fan? Stop it, please.
Gentlemen, can I step in real quick?
Go ahead.
Saints on the day.
Go ahead.
What the Cowboys do? Lose? Probably. They ain't played, but shit. They
about to play now, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
They gonna lose today. That's
bet. Cat Williams told Shannon Sharp a lot of shit. He ain't listen.
Low talk.
He ain't listen to a word of it.
He ain't listen to a word.
Facts.
So we know. So Mac, Champ, we know that Cowboys fans are very proud and loyal people. Like
Right.
you said on episode 219 last week, right? That's how you know that's your man, because he's gonna be there no matter what.
Right.
You can not, I'm trying to use the right phrasing here. I don't want to be paused. I am on the East Coast. In a situation where you would disappear 10 people, he's still going to be right there for you. You dig what I'm saying? So I say that to say, again, I'm here on the East Coast, more specifically, I'm here in the city of Philadelphia. Cowboys fans are very proud people. At a certain point in time, there were more, I think, Cowboys fans, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, Andrew Thompson, than you could count in comparison to Philadelphia Eagles fans. Philadelphia Eagles had like the most amount of black players like in the league at like one time, and we were like the pits. I even referred to Jerome Brown at a certain point in time in this podcast. However, there's a picture in like mostly every third or fourth barbershop in Philadelphia, and maybe in certain parts of New York City, and Dre of the Almanac Show can attest to this as well. The picture with Jerome Brown, Reggie White, like I don't even got to get into it. And they all got Kelly Green on, right? But we were the pits at that point. We had Kelly Green on at that point. Everybody's wearing Kelly Green now. It's all great, right? But we had Randall Cunningham, right? One of the only starting black quarterbacks in the league, right? In fact, if we go to the record books right now, I think the Philadelphia Eagles is the team with the most amount of starting black quarterbacks in the entire history of the franchise. Now, that doesn't make Philadelphia Eagles the Black Panthers. That doesn't make them like, the great liberators and all of these things of black football players. I think I'm even going back to earlier in this podcast with Scotland is talking about not fucking with Joe Hendry because of certain Scottish politics. I'm still there as well. We got a whole conversation about that. I don't even want to get
Just shake your head.
Scott. But what I'm saying is Cowboys fans, Mac, they're very and again, the period of time I'm referring to, this turns the episode into the final whistle. The period of time I'm referring to, the Cowboys were they still are, but they were America's team. Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, like we couldn't get. So that's what the loyalty is too. You know that though. I'm just for some NFC East, NFC South talk. It's Sunday. Sorry.
Oh no, you good, brother. It's A-okay, man.
He's a proud guy, Mac. You don't hold it against him too
I
much.
don't even be that bad. I be chilling. This nigga is the one who be taking all the shots in the world.
I can do it. Nigga, you ain't
winning. Chat.
Bruh, like y'all own the damn near Leonardo DiCaprio and Django.
And I seen that on Christmas Day when it came out. Yeah, that shit was regular shit.
I also watched that on Christmas
Day. And you still follow that nigga team, bro. Like,
has Dre Jones ever this not even the joke thing about we joking with Nolo. Like, is Jerry Jones ever like addressed that picture when he was standing outside that school and they was yelling at the black high schoolers? Did he ever explain that?
He did address it. He said everybody went down there, so he went down there too. That's what he said.
Fuck out of
here. I'm just telling you what the nigga said.
January 6th. January 6th ass nigga. You just went down.
That's the
I'm just telling you what he said.
Hey, you talk about I don't want to get on topic, but Lil just put this in my brain. I was just looking at this. I was just looking at this video, right? And bro was talking about it was on Instagram because it was talking about the January 6th rise, right? And he was like revolutions mean a lot when it looks good on the camera.
Vince Staples.
That's what he said. Vince Staples said that. Yeah, bro. He was talking about he was like horrible drip throughout the whole January. He was like if black people had did that shit like the Met Gala. Hey, bro. When I say that shit had me in tears, like that was hilarious though. Because when you think about it and when you like really. Like, I mean, he was dead ass serious, but like when you really think about that, that stuff does like resonate when you look back on it years from now. Like he was like droopy ass t-shirts. Everybody looks sloppy.
Everybody
He was
old,
shit,
like
shit just unorganized.
This wasn't good.
You had like drawstring backpacks, like drawstring bags. You dig what I'm saying? Like
the tourist jumps.
Yeah, right. Like it's like dog. Like it's like y'all. I thought y'all was getting money.
Niggas rocking the John Cena short.
But you, hold on, hey, girl, you might know what's so crazy to me. It's like, but I'm pretty sure at some point, like every single last one of y'all on this show has said this. But like the fact that they really did that shit and like they got bailed out of jail is fucking nuts. Like that shit is crazy. Like and again, dog, like if black people was to do some shit like that, boy, it would have been.
We would have made it up the steps.
But it would have been one of the fucking like worst massacres in U.S. history if black people tried to pull some shit like that. These motherfuckers got put in jail and got freed. But it's people in jail right now for like a buildup of like traffic tickets. They're sitting in jail right now for some fucking traffic tickets. These motherfuckers stormed a federal building and got let out of jail. That shit is nuts, bruh.
They stormed the federal building, got bailed out of jail, right?
The federal building.
The federal building. They got bailed out of jail. But picture this though. Look at this. Look what's going on right now, bro. The National Guard is patrolling black niggas in DC for just living regular life.
Bro.
Now, I'm not saying crime is good or crime is bad or comparing like bad is bad, good is good, right? But they don't know us, bro. Like they need to figure out like why are we doing these things and try to like fix that issue.
I mean, but for real, that shit is just like the See, this is why I'm happy I came in this podcast. I had a feeling we was gonna veer off into this conversation, but like I think that's the thing with like America in general. Like they very much like condition like a lot of different ethnicities and races to believe that like black people are like the only people in the fucking world who has I guess like any type of crime or criminality within their communities because our shit is just highly publicized by the media. So people are like their first thought in their head, and I mean I think that's also when you see the reaction from a lot of different races and ethnicities to when shit happens to black people, it's been like conditioned within society to believe that shit is supposed to happen to us. Like that, like some crazy happens or some fucked up shit happens. It's like, oh yeah, that's supposed to happen. You can even look at that throughout throughout history as well, like how. Like I didn't learn until I was like in my 20s about what King Leopold did to the black folks in Congo, and like that's not often recognized, which it is probably the worst massacre in world history. Like what the fuck he was doing to them people and like chopping their hands off and like selling it and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that doesn't get talked about because a lot of people, I mean, America in general is like basically condition people to believe that black people are supposed to be like, you know, like the fucking scapegoats for like fucked up shit for people to realize that America is fucked up. I'm like, well, why the fuck do I got to take for a black person to die for you motherfuckers to realize that this country is like not good for to like anybody who's not like Christian, white, straight like that. I think that's like one of the biggest issues right now. Like I know that was talking about when you were talking about what's going on right now. I ain't gonna get off on that, but.
Nah,
brother, you good?
Cooking, man. You cooking, man.
BG'd up.
Yeah. Like it, Brad, like
What's BG'd up?
you go ahead, Chad. My bad.
Quick question. Swine, my brother. Now, see, the black man got to stay black. Find ways to get back to the black square inside.
Oh man!
Hey, cuz I ain't fucking with you, bro. Go ahead. I ain't fucking with you,
brother.
Bro.
As we know, what's the first letter? I mean, what's the first joint in our joint? Black.
No, but because I mean, I'm laughing because I'll be talking to my cousins and shit about that, and I'll be sounding to them, bro. But like.
Damn, conversation got so black frozen.
Oh
See?
damn!
Oh, nah,
Oh,
they
damn.
canceled that
Damn.
nigga.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Exactly.
I said, damn, StreamYard came quick.
Sure,
yeah.
yeah, I said we've had enough.
Hold on, wait, bro. Cause I don't like. I think it's my headphones, but why my fucking Shawty Low Foolish just started playing on my earbud. Like I was listening to that joint earlier. I forgot about that song. But yeah, bro, like but like when you see like what's happening in the country right now, dog, it's like that shit is all a result of like unchecked racism. Like, and people be frying the shit out of me, bro, when they be like they'll be like, oh my god, like I can't believe what's happening right now. This is fascism because fucking Jimmy Kimmel got his show taken off TV for like 5 days. I'm like, motherfuckers is out here losing their mind. I'm like, bro, Jimmy Kimmel ain't got to cash another check a day in his life. That man will be fine. I promise you. Like, don't matter, Republican, Democrat, Independent, Jimmy Kimmel will be fine. I promise you. Like, but the shit that be frying me is like people be like, oh man, yeah, this is fascism. And I'm like, dog, like, what the fuck do you think that black people in America have been living under for the last 5 damn centuries? Like, what do you think the over policing the community is? It's fascism. Like, what do you think the medical malpractice on like black women and black men is? It's fascism. Like, what the fuck do you think motherfucking the police brutality shit is? That's fascism. Like, what do y'all think keeping black soldiers out of the fucking GI Bill and that shit essentially created the fucking middle class, and black soldiers were the only people that got left out of that, which held black people back. What do you think that shit is? That's fascism. But again, the thing is, a lot of motherfuckers don't care until we're in a situation now where everybody fucked up about it. And then now everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is time we're living in. Like niggas been trying to tell y'all this. Like, and now we're at a point, unfortunately, where everybody got to feel it in order for us to end up, doing some type of reconciliation with the type of society we live in. But, it is what it is, dog.
Still nigga.
I say,
At the end of the day,
I say, how we pivoting from that? We going back into the what was we talking about? What were we talking about before? We were talking about Bailey and so.
we talking about Jerry Jones being
Jerry Jones.
That's how we started this whole shit.
Jerry Jones. There you go.
Jerry Jones what started it.
All this shit racist, so it all ties in.
There you go.
There you go. It's right on fucking brand.
But like going back to the wrestling part, Scotland, like we was talking about like Willow Nightingale and stuff like that. Like I think that she is definitely prime at some point for like some type of AEW Women's World Championship run. Like it has to be like at some point in the cards.
I love how we went from like that real ass conversation to the positivity of Willow Nightingale. You know what I mean? That really shows her moments.
Fuck that. I want to stay on some bullshit. I'm gonna bring this up because it's something I've been thinking about ever since this whole run came about, right? Do y'all think John Cena's career started off of appropriation?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, yeah.
Yeah.
But didn't he like now what I say that, and I'm not trying to say like he intentionally was like racially appropriating. I'm not trying to say that.
I know what you mean.
So,
but do we accept that role too much in the black? Not saying that we don't have to, and I think that he did his due diligence in being authentically himself, because like let's be real, bro. Like them freestyles was kind of tough, and I think they were authentically freestyles. But can we fault him for that, or like was he really? Do we give him the pass for being down and then like, because I think he was always authentically himself, but can you fault him for being like appropriate?
So let's look at like that whole history of like that gimmick in the beginning, right? And you know what I mean? Like he's stated multiple times, like him doing that freestyle like on the bus. And Stephanie McMahon just hearing it and being like that could parlay into like, a gimmick, right? And it just, it just so happened that like he was good at freestyling. But at the same time, this is the fall of 2002, right? Like the concept of like the white guy that acts black, the wigger, like that was, you know what I mean? I guess you could say it was prevalent back then. Like it's not like he was doing like the Eminem style of rapping. Like he was doing like some shit you would see, like the throwback jerseys, the baggy jeans. But even down to that, like his first partner was Bull Buchanan, right? You know what I mean? Like he's teaming with another white guy. The white guy,
B squared.
B squared. John Cena doing the freestyle. Here comes Bull Buchanan saying "Booyah!" What, like, come on, dog. Like, what do you do? And then also you factor in, like, look at the black people that were on the roster at the time. So this is 2002. So that's Booker T. That's Devon Dudley. I think D'Lo Brown was around.
MVP.
Shelton had just debuted.
Nah, I think MVP came around like 05.
Nah,
Yeah, MVP came later.
but even down, like,
They turned Devon into a reverend.
it was great.
They sure did.
That shit was great. I ain't gonna lie. It was great.
But for like John Cena, like if he doesn't do that gimmick, right? Does John Cena become who John Cena is, right? I mean, like you could say the rapping gimmick made John Cena into a main eventer, but to like the brass, him doing the rapping gimmick wasn't. They didn't want him doing that rapping gimmick and being the face of the company. And I mean, to go back to your question, I mean, personally, I never looked at John Cena and I saw like him making a mockery.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't think he did it as like a mockery. And I've seen cases in wrestling during that time where white dudes were absolutely making a mockery of black culture. I don't think I don't think that was his character. Like, I don't think that's the John Cena the person.
The way I kind of look at it. Oh, go ahead, bro. I
think he had like the perfect mesh of like being authentically himself, dapping into the culture, and just being like within the culture, even to the point where like on the internet, back when him and R-Truth was having this thing, him paying it forward and adding them R-Truth into that program. I think that was his way of saying, like, you look, I know it was probably done before me, you know, rapping to the ring and stuff like that. This is my way of trying to, because like, let's be honest, bro. He probably was in like a lose-lose situation when it came to like putting R-Truth in that light with like in apologetically way of saying, look, I'm not trying to appropriate this. This is really me. And I know this is his real life gimmick and just bringing him up. So I just wanted to start that conversation with that. I'm not trying to like stir no.
No, you ain't stirring nothing up, but that's a great conversation to actually have, bro. And you want to know what it kind of like when you had mentioned that, it had reminded me of something I was thinking about. I was covering the New Japan show, the New Japan World Tag League Final last night. And bro, like one of the things I cannot. I don't know if y'all have seen him, but have y'all seen Yudo Ice?
My nigga.
Have y'all seen this gimmick? This
dude?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, Skylar. I can't stand that shit.
I feel
I'm talking about like that. I see, but that's the opposite of what D-Mac was talking about in reference to Cena. Like Cena's thing, even like that's still black culture, but like. It didn't feel like it was like one of those things where it's like disrespect to it. Like, and then he always made sure to give I'm not talking about Cena. Like he always made sure to like give like Tony Yayo his flowers for the whole "you can't see me" thing. And like he openly spoke about like when he was doing like the promotion for the album and all that, was talking about like how Method Man helped him and like he had like advice from like, and I think he had like I know what's cousin Rosenberg had talked about it on the countdown show. We had like the underground rapper on the show, and Cena like went out of his way to make sure that bro was on the album and things like that. But like the Yudo Ice thing, you got this dude walking out. He doing the whole like all that shit, like walking around like with the shit tied around his head and all that. He like the shit just looks so goofy, and it feels like I know it's people out there who probably like that aren't black that's gonna look at that and they be like, oh yeah, that's the coolest shit ever, and they think that shit is like, you know what I'm saying? But it's so fucking weird to watch like in real time. Like I'm seeing him, like I was seeing him making his entrance last night. He coming out doing like all the like throwing up signs and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like who said that this? Like who wanted this? Who asked for this? But like I think that's a common thing to what D-Mac was talking about. Like, and you can even put that in like other genres and spectrums. Like you got people who do like take a lot from Black culture, but it isn't like a respect thing. It's kind of they use it like as a platform to push themselves up. Like I Post Malone did it.
So like a question, you know what I mean, just to kind of piggyback, right? And like R-Truth is the perfect person to add to this. Could R-Truth have been in the same slot John Cena was in? Like, you know what I mean? Like R-Truth was doing the rapping joint way before. Like, you know what I mean? Like K-Quick, you know what I mean? He was coming to the ring rapping, right? Imagine if he had just took could R-Truth as Ronda Truth Killings, what we saw in TNA, still rapping, but a little bit more of an aggressive side. Could that have been, like, do you think they would have given that same opportunity to him that they did John Cena in 2000?
Absolutely not.
That nigga too. Yeah, nah.
The one thing I've come to understand is that you can't be you can't be a black wrestler and like have yourself too ingrained in black culture to an extent. Like I think times that right now are starting to change, and I think we're seeing that example through like, you know, like we mentioned earlier, like the Leons and the Javons, like where they're allowed to just be themselves, or they can't just be themselves, not allowed, but just they can't be themselves. But like with R-Truth, absolutely not. They was not going for that shit, not at all.
Not in the slightest. They don't want us to be us.
Yeah, but I mean with Truth, he like you can even have another conversation about him. Like we were talking about the what's the name? What happened with him earlier this year? They brought him back, and then they just like went right back to the usual R-Truth thing. And I'm like, you had people hyped up. They was amped to see him, amped to see what this new character revamp was going to look like, and then they cut him off. Talk about it, Chad. Talk about it, bruh. Talk about it, bruh. Talk about it, bruh.
My excitement when it comes to the culture will always have limits, because I've seen when it comes to the culture that it always has limits. So I'm not gonna. Now, of course, we're gonna celebrate the dubs when we have them, because that's what we're supposed to do. Like, we're supposed to champion that when we see a Leon, Carmelo, Oba, Trick, Ricky. The list goes on and on and on. Lash. The list goes on and on and on and on. So, and I'm pretty sure if I was tapped in back then, like, you know, like I am now, I would have celebrated R-Truth. Of course I would have. Like, that's me. Like, that looks like me. I could see that. And he doing it like something I've always wanted to do. But R-Truth had limits. K-Quick had limits. I mean, he won the NWA joint, and that's nothing to sneeze at all. But it ain't WWE. So, you know, I just, and not even to be funny, be like, you know, the pod has ruined my optimism, because this is beyond, like I said, everything is racist. So this is beyond just, you know, wrestling. Like, you see it. We want to go even further. Why hasn't Montez been pushed? And we went round and round and round and round and round I don't have anything else to say anymore, right? Like, yeah, Carmelo should be pushed. Hell yeah, Javon should be pushed. Hell yeah, Oba should. You goddamn right. But Montez sitting right there in the cut. Dawkins sitting right there in the cut. Omos. You could have left his ass in New Japan for all that.
Yeah. But Chaz, bro, I swear that's one of the like most confusing things. When he was over in Japan and he had won the GHC tag team titles, I'm like, it was funny to me how Noah was using him better than WWE. Bro, they found something for Omos to do that made him a bigger deal in their company than WWE did, and at any point, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he won the tag titles with AJ and Mania, but like Omos got put in this stable. Like he was in the Team 2000X stable, and he was like in the main event picture and all that stuff like that. He was the tag champion, but he was like involved in that main event picture and all that. I think the person that was in their faction, Ozawa, he was the GHC heavyweight champion, so Omos was always in the mix. And then I remember they had him relinquish the GHC tag titles, and everybody thought he was gonna be in the Rumble. And then we ain't seen this motherfucker until what, a couple months ago in AAA. Mm-hmm. I'm like, so what did you take him out for? Like, it's crazy. But with Montez, like that I like it's kind of like what Chad said, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, like I'm kind of just like it is what it is at this point. Like I don't even know like what. Like we've done the whole start and stop thing with Montez for so long. Like I remember everybody thought like he was gonna pop off after the Elimination Chamber when he had his performance in there, and everybody was like, "There you go." Mm-hmm. Like that's now's the time. And WWE was like, brother, stay in that tag team." They was like, "You're getting a little bit too big for your britches, Montez." Like these people were not supposed to be doing all this for you, my man. And then like we at where we at now, but like with Montez, like I don't know. Like I saw some people like theorizing that he was gonna be like the masked man in the Vision stable. Like, man, that shit is Austin Theory. Like it would be nice if that was Montez, but I don't think that's what that is.
Scott, I know you about to try to go somewhere. I want to just speak on the John Cena thing, if I could.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, you good.
I ain't gonna cut you off. I want to apologize out the gate. Because I was thinking about this earlier. Just had some time to reflect on his whole career. Me personally, I never, even as I got older and started to understand the culture more, when I go back and look at what Cena did, I never looked at it as somebody who was trying to fake it. Like we've all encountered white guys within our neighborhoods that just was mad cool with black people for some odd reason, and their style was just immaculate. A couple of them in Hampton, and that's how I always looked at John. It was like, oh, you probably was raised around this. You probably are heavily influenced by this. This is something that you've enjoyed. Why not, quote unquote, take advantage of it? Was it appropriation? Yes, of course, but he's not the first that has done it. It's been done round and round and round. I'm not saying it right. I'm not saying it's the thing. I'm just telling you that if we're gonna bust genre, we got to make sure we bust this down all the way into hip hop. But having said that, I look at it like, okay, yeah, John did this, but it's possible what he was doing ushered in a whole new wave of opportunities for hip hop to be ingrained within the WWE culture, because they saw how viable it was. They saw like, oh, this connects very well, and they saw how, like you said, John was getting mad love from Method Man, from other hip hop artists, people who never even looked at him like, oh, this nigga's just really out here fucking like, oh, this nigga can rap, and like, oh, it's catchy, like, oh, he knows what he's doing, like, oh, he can write. Oh, he's a student of this. He's not just doing it for the likes and click. Now, again, capitalism is capitalism, so I'm pretty sure he saw the value in it and took the motherfucker out of it, as he could have, right? Throw the throwback jersey on, throw the word life, go. Of course, it works. Yeah. It just works. It is what it is. I'm not saying it's the right thing. I'm telling you, it works. But I also look at it like, where I could say it was appropriation, I could say, well, John did his due diligence to make sure he brought other people into this shit with them. John did his due diligence to make sure, like, yo, you should probably listen to this, or y'all that don't have an idea what hip hop is, you should probably listen to this because it's why I like it. And if John saying is dope, then maybe I should go listen as a white kid, another kid that's not black. Again, that'll probably be a whole nother discussion as far as breaking down numbers and how much hip hop went up because of that. But I feel like John has always tried to find a way to balance out any kind of wrongdoings he may have done directly or indirectly. It was like, oh, I fucked this up. Let me fit this up on the back end. Oh, they decide to look on, all right, well, let me use my platform for something else. So that's how I've always just kind of looked at it and not rationalized it, but just told myself there's a balance in all things all the time. And I can celebrate that and be happy with that versus the latter. So I'm done.
Go ahead, Lorenzo.
Yeah, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. So I want to go back several minutes just to touch on certain things. January 6th, if it was us, blah, 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 culture appropriation. So start at the top. The reason why those people, I think, Drew, were bailed out of jail is because it was a political maneuver. Much like everything in America, I think that things are political. Decisions are made and things are made by the powers that be because it's political, because it puts on a certain show to the public. And the public takes very serious the government, things like that. So they don't take it as if it is a show, but it is. Where I am with that, professional wrestling, just to bounce back real quick to January 6th. When a decision I think is made because it's political, is because that it's going to end up favoring somebody. That decision is going to end up favoring somebody who's in power, right? And they're the base of people that support them. Rather that base of people is of lower class, working class, or in the lower percents, right? They're going to make those decisions for them and theirs to put on a certain facade or situation to make things look like something, right? So when we think about what a show is, something such as professional wrestling, I think somebody like John Cena, right? I think that we need to kind of start to know, right, that professional wrestling is a production. Like productions made in Hollywood, I think it's a part of Hollywood. I definitely think that it's ghetto Hollywood, right? I think that it's carny Hollywood, but I think it's Hollywood regardless. John Cena is a person who I think was portraying a character. If we can refer back to around 2002, I think the movie 8 Mile came out. This is around the same time we've heard Word Life in arenas around the world, right? John Cena started to write raps 5 months before we heard Word Life for the first time, right? Now, how much do we want to give credit to somebody like a Jim Carrey or a Christoph Waltz or name any method actor in Hollywood, right, that prepare over a certain amount of months to portray a particular role? Now, when we think about something such as hip hop, and I'm still kind of figuring out what it means. Did John Cena culturally appropriate? Well, I look at another film like Malibu's Most Wanted, right, that came out around the same time, 2003. This character, B-Rad, portrayed by Jamie Kennedy, a man that's from my area up here on the East Coast, was portraying like this West Coast rapper, right? We kind of got the 8 Mile thing, right, which is kind of based on a real person who's been mentioned, minutes ago. But right, it's kind of like the East Coast, Midwest, like lyrical hip hop. We get kind of like this West Coast like caricature, right? He ends up gang banging and all these things. How much do we want to say that role was cultural appropriation? Now, I'm not bringing these things up to point out that we're making contradictions here, but just to bring up more examples to just figure out what's going on, right? Just to figure out what's going on. So I think that John Cena here, much like somebody like Kofi Kingston, who isn't a Jamaican man, was portraying someone who was a colonized Jamaican, right, by way of using patois, a version of English that was kind of like imposed on the Jamaican people from, the English, the Scottish, the Irish, right? We can all attest to this, Scott, everybody here. So how much do we want to say that Kofi appropriated? But he's Ghanaian, right? Most of his blood doesn't necessarily contain the blood of people who were enslaved, right? Folks that were in Jamaica, folks that were on the islands, those of us here on Turtle Island in North America, a lot of us on the Western Front, in Belgium, as we mentioned here with Prince, King Leopold and all these other places, a lot of us do hold the blood of slaves, right? But if you were particularly born on the continent, a lot of times that's not necessarily the case. So how much do we want to say that Kofi was a culture appropriating? Again, not necessarily trying to point out contradictions, but just bringing up more examples, right? So I think that John Cena was the perfect victim and the perfect example, right? Or pretty much like the perfect benefactor of someone in professional wrestling. I think going back to the Hollywood thing, we look at professional wrestling with a bit of a funny eye. We don't look at it like it's a cartoon. We don't look at it like it's a Hollywood production because it's not shot on film and it's not drawn on paper, right? We have those renderings of like who versus who on Monday Night Raw throughout the years, and we see the image of the person, but we don't necessarily think of this as a production. It's a lot of times when we're at a wrestling event, it's happening in front of our faces with our naked eye, right? If we're not wearing lenses or contacts, right? But what I'm trying to get at here is that professional wrestling is a production, and we need to know that it is because, just because it's not shot on film or because, I mean, granted, now at the end of the production, we get executive producer, blah, blah, blah. But that literally just started happening months ago, right? I think we need to start to look at professional wrestling a bit like that. And I think when we think about the talents that have made certain professional wrestlers very popular, I think that we kind of, we kind of look at, we should look at John Cena in a different way than we look at somebody like Eminem. And I think that hip hop is a very small part of blackness, right? Our people have espoused and have done a lot of things, you know, in this on this continent and beyond that necessarily doesn't have to do with a boom bap or a graffiti painting or a pop lock or a rhyme scheme
or dribbling a basketball or running a football.
I think that because hip hop is a thing that's like sought after so much in the media, it's bought. Like we need to stop looking at hip hop like it's the whole of blackness. And because someone is portraying someone that's trying to attempt hip hop, right? Are they culturally appropriating? Quote, they might be. I'm not saying that it's like a zero sum here or no chance that they are. But I think that professional wrestling is an example of roles to portray, right? We think about the Von Erich father, right? How he portrayed a Nazi. We think about certain ideals that come to mind when we think about when Walter got his name changed, right? I think it's about portrayals. Hip hop is a very young genre of music. So the reason I bring up the movies, the 8 Miles, right? We get Rich or Die Trying like 3 years later after 8 Mile, because the idea of a hip hop biopic, right? An actual portrayal of an actual rapper becomes like a real thing, right? Who can think about the very first hip hop biopic, right? We've had the Beat Streets, we had the certain documentaries and people appeared as themselves. But when have we had someone take up the role as a rapper? Now, in Eminem's and 50 Cent's case, they kind of portrayed themselves, but it's when we get to 2009, right? A few years after Get Rich or Die Trying, or I think a year after and some change, where we get Notorious, right? And we get a Jamal Woodard to portray a Notorious Biggie Smalls, who was probably one of the most, we get it, right? So it's like then we get the, we get the All Eyes on Me's, a lot of conversations about that. Then we get it Straight Outta Compton, which kind of solidifies what a hip hop documentary, a hip hop biopic is, with these multiple actual rappers who actually lived. And it might be critiques about their roles, how they were portrayed, critiques about the movies. But I think that professional wrestling over time mimics Hollywood, right? And it starts to bring in characters, because it's one thing to bring up a K-Quick, like it's a, not for nothing, it's a million black rappers, right? But a story about a white rapper, and he's actually putting these things together and putting together his clothing as if he's actually in the culture, it's sold, just like a lot of Hollywood movies. So I just think that's the particulars there. And then he was able to go above and beyond and become a bigger figure in American culture, right? Like your friend, the guy that can be on the school bus, the guy that can come visit your sick son. You dig what I'm saying? The guy that's paying respect to the military. So I just think it's an example of that, and we just need to have more conversations in that way. We can still have a professional wrestling conversations and be marks and all of that stuff, but for what this entertainment really is, to the people whose name appears at the end of the show, now that they're executive producers, yeah. So that's just where I am in all of that.
So basically, John Cena was responsible for Straight Outta Compton.
Yes.
I got it. I picked up what you picking down. Noted.
Yo,
ideas become bigger when certain Highland under this system, like y'all mentioned capitalism. I had to mention it. You know what I mean? But ideas become bigger and sellable under this system when certain people sell those ideas. And now we could talk about the real rappers, because this portrayal was so entertaining. So now tell us the real story that we seen, and that was in the government, and we tried to put these guys away, and parental advisory stickers and all of that. But yeah, tell us that story, and y'all can make a little bit of money off of that, since y'all done made a little money off of this rap.
Damn, yo, John Cena's Dr. Dre. It's crazy. Crazy. Wow.
There it is.
Who would have thought?
Hey, look, I know Nolo is about to get up out of here because he's got a second pod to do. Is that correct, Nolo?
You are correct, sir.
Do you want
rock a little longer?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, do you is there anything you want to add to this point of topic about?
I feel like y'all pretty much covered everything I was gonna say. All I was gonna say was that I never really looked at John C. Like, is it appropriation? Sure, but I didn't look at it as like there's different ways to appropriate. There's ways where you pay absolutely no type of currency to the culture that you're appropriating, or you can do it like Bruno Mars does, where he literally tells you the people that inspired him, and so you can go back and give them credit for it and everything. And I feel like John Cena did that. So I never really took it as like a negative, any connotation with anything that he did. Obviously, y'all also covered that. Well, no way they's gonna let that rapid ass white man be a champion. If be the face of their company. But yeah, man, it's cool. It's fine. He ain't about to be talking to these sick kids. But yeah, well, yeah, man, I ain't never had no problem. Hey man, I had to get something off before I got out of here.
They had to tell John that John, take the jersey off. Take the jersey off, John, before you go in this room.
John, these kids, they're dying from cancer. They don't need 16. All right, let's let it go.
Hey John, you see this? You salute now. That's what you do, damn it.
What this is? No, stop that.
Walking up with their ass just.
Hey, yo, first,
what's that shit? What is it?
But it's cool, man. But yeah, I'm about to get out of here. It's been amazing. Drew, always great to see you, man. Happy to
love, bro.
link up, man. Love all you brothers. So yeah, man, y'all enjoy. Continue having a great show and whatnot. I get to go talk to my my white tag team partner as he's about to crash out about the so yes.
Oh yes, that's right. Until the final whistle, until further notice, will be now moved to Mondays starting tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, so Mondays will be until the final whistle days.
Yes, because my job hates me. So yes, that is why we will be doing that. But yeah, y'all enjoy, man.
Love, bro.
Peace, bro.
Yeah, brother.
No love.
All right, now that we got that nigga out of here,
Turn this shit up. Let's go.
Let's get some real fucking conversation going. Now, what else we got, man? What else we got? I know we ain't got much longer on the docket, but anything else? Oh, AEW, real quick.
They got the World's End pay-per-view coming up, and I know Lo had just talked about it. They were on the road to the Tokyo Dome. They just finished up the World Tag League. So this dude Takeshita, right? So he's currently, as y'all know, he wrestling in the Continental Classic right now, and I think that they'll go. It'll be him and Okada in the Continental Classic tournament final and World.
You got them in the final?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be Takeshita versus Okada. But see the crazy thing about the motherfucking Takeshita being in that tournament is that, of course, he's the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion right now, but he's also wrestling for DDT the night before the Tokyo Dome show.
Jesus.
And I'm trying to figure out why DDT would actually like book him. Yeah, Takeshita going crazy right now, but like I'm trying to figure out like why DDT would think in their right mind like so he's main event. Well, he's not main event in that show. Tanahashi and Okada main event in that show, but he's going to be in the double main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight title and the Global Heavyweight title, and he's going to be wrestling the night before. I'm trying to feel like is the DDT like in their minds like think that like maybe this isn't a good idea because like you don't know what the fuck is going to happen the night before he's supposed to wrestle in this big match, and then on top of that he's probably going to end up in the finals of the Continental Classic, so that's about to be a crazy week for him in general. In terms of like the wear and tear on his body, I'm pretty sure he could do it, but like the night before seemed like a little risky to me. But yeah, AEW, they got the World's End pay-per-view. We got, I think, Stat versus Jamie Hayter, and then you got the world title matches, Joe, Hangman, and Swerve.
Hey man, when the fuck did Swerve get so big?
He bulked the fuck up.
Oh man.
Hey.
Need that.
Some niggas go away and dabble in some new vitamins, and hey, one thing leads to the other, baby.
I was gonna say,
you was gone for 3 months. Since he lost the weight of that AEW championship, he had to get it back.
Yeah.
That's my,
Yo,
that's my guy. That's my guy. I just had, you know.
I'm not gonna lie. I still feel like MJF is gonna get involved in this match somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he
got a contract, right? If I'm not mistaken.
All he's got to do, like, I think, when is World's End? The 27th.
The 27th. Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, if he's gonna be involved, he would have to do it either this Wednesday or he's got to do it like for the stipulation that he announces it a week before. But
he got to show up at some point though, because they doing the Dynamite Diamond Ring thing.
Oh,
week. And that's his thing. So like he's probably gonna be on that like probably this week or next week at some point. I would assume that. I mean that's just because they got to do the whole like who defends the Dynamite Diamond Ring shit, and I think he's like a 3-time winner or 4-time winner of that thing. So yeah, but MJ like it. You don't know the thing about MJF. Like I before when he lost to Mark Briscoe at All Out, he had did that interview, the post match interview. He talked about like he was going to come back like a different version of MJF, and like the thing that I'm like I kind of feel like we've seen like all the versions of MJF that you can see. like what else could like we've seen the whole babyface thing, we've seen the nice MJF, and we've seen him do the heel thing where he says the out of bounds thing that gets the shock and all. Like I honestly think that portion of his career is sort of worn off a little bit. Like I feel like there's only so much you can continue to do with that, and like I'm trying to figure out like what new thing from MJF could we actually see that's going to make people invested beyond the investment level that we've already seen from MJF or into MJF as just like a fixture within AEW. Like what new thing from his character can you add? Like is he gonna come back and like start like cursing motherfuckers out like without any blurring of the words or shit on TV? Like what could be different that we haven't seen from MJF since 2019?
Remember, you got to lose everything.
You remember when Okada was giving out balloons?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's Swerve right now.
MJF, giving out balloons.
Changing the themes, like, bro, why you changing music, bro?
Hey man, hold on, man. I like that theme, man.
It's chilling.
Yeah.
Nah.
I don't know what the fuck Nana doing, but
Nana's that boy. It was cool. We was good already.
Yeah. Fucking with shit that don't need to be fucked with.
I didn't like his
touching shit.
Yeah, I didn't like his reason. Oh, you know what I mean? I've evolved, so the music's gotta nigga, nobody cares if you've evolved. We got
that was hip hop.
Trying to get
that Swerve Till I Drive.
Come on.
That was hip hop. That's hip hop and wrestling, baby. That was it. I mean, we hurt people right now. Shout out Gun. You do.
Oh, yo, y'all see Bobby Lashley go be out for a while?
Yeah.
But I had saw that earlier. What was the like what was the details on that? I had saw like a tweet earlier.
They just said they never said what his injury was, but they just said he's going to be out for a while. And to me, like, you know, I mean, obviously big love to Bobby, but to me, I just heard that we got the new TNT champion in Shelton Benjamin. You know what I mean? Like, let Mark have it for a little bit, and then just have Shelton just take that shit, just run with it.
I wouldn't be mad at that at all. Like, bro, like, it's been like, especially Shelton's his performance Shelton's in the Continental Classic last year, right?
Yeah,
yeah, like his performance in the Continental Classic, and then like when he had the match against Daniel Garcia too. Like Shelton, man, like that motherfucker's a fucking freak. Like for him to be the age he is, bro, and to be like it's still agile as hell. Like he don't look like you can always tell when a wrestler when they're starting to age, and it just comes with the territory. But like you can see like that natural regression at some point. Like you can see things aren't as fast anymore. Like I'm not saying Shelton out there moving around like he was like fucking Shelton X and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But like Shelton still look, man, he still look real sharp in the ring. So like, you know, beyond a world tag title run, I definitely, the tag title run he had with Bobby, I love to see Shelton with the TNT belt.
I would go beyond. I would love to see him win the world title.
Shit, we go that too.
I do that too. You know what I mean? Like I want that word. I'm not gonna shade the mid card, absolutely, especially now AEW, because you got some heaters on that, but it's beyond time that Shelton gets that big belt. Yeah, that's just where I'm at with Shelton Benjamin at this point. If he wins TNT joints and not intercontinental, international, excuse me. Of course, we're gonna celebrate that. That's the culture. That's what a Shelton Benjamin heavyweight title win is something I need to see before it's all said and done.
When would you do it?
Great question. Great question.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like
that's the thing. When do you do it?
They so damn top heavy, bro.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing. It's not. It's just, when would you do it?
Y'all want Shelton to get the title before Hobbs?
Fuck, man. No.
I'll go.
Because I've been on that you know what I mean, that pedestal saying he should have been slotted, right? I don't see anything where he doesn't lack for anything. And the one thing I always, when you think about big block dudes, can they perform well on the mic? You don't have to be a bar for bar metaphors savant. You know what I mean? I don't need if you don't have it, fine, don't try it. But compel me enough for me to believe in you. Hobbs can do that. But like you said, when do you pull the triggers on these two individuals? That's the question.
Yeah.
Because again, I didn't think Heyman was going to lose anytime soon until we started to see like, oh, maybe he should lose. Maybe he should lose the title.
Yeah, well, Ospreay looking crazy.
And that's
he said Ospreay. I was like, that's another one. When he come back,
that's another one.
He gonna be in the fold in that.
He has to be.
And then I'm about to say, Chaz, and then on top of that, like even when you talk about the timeline, you one would assume that Ospreay is probably gonna be in that world title match at the London show 2026. So like that's probably covering up all. But I mean, again, like the thing that I did like about Hangman losing the title is like every title run, world title run, don't need to be like this long ass treacherous road where like you gotta hold the title for a full calendar year. Like no, shit can be like a cool little 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? And then pack it up.
With Shelton, you really realistically can build him up for the Owen. Like you around May.
Okay.
Yeah, but like from now to then, you just have Shelton going like this run. Like he just goes through dudes. Give him the TNT title. You know what I mean? Like you realistically could put Shelton Benjamin in the final of the Owen. And I don't think people would even bat an eye. Like Shelton's been one of those wrestlers. Like it don't matter what type part of the card is. He always proves that he's above that. So Shelton Benjamin, let's just say is Shelton, and if he is ready to go, like Shelton and Will for the finals of the Owen, that could absolutely main event Double or Nothing. That'd be a phenomenal match.
Mm-hmm.
I think what blocked me was just knowing how the game works and knowing who's in line, who's due X, Y, and Z. But when you put it like that, yeah. Again, I think AEW a lot of times either to their detriment or to their benefit. Sometimes they don't have a plan to pivot, but they have the pieces to pivot with, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, we didn't see this happening with Heyman, but we still got Samoa Joe. Cool. You know what I'm saying? So let's slide this in. Then you bring in Swerve. Okay, you can run a triple threat because the story all ties. Okay, perfect. We get out of December. You know what I'm saying? We move on to 2026. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, and how Scott broke it down, if you compel me, Shelton about to just run through this mid-card event, he gonna get so fucking good, he gonna get bored that he needs to step it up. Okay, now we got something. And even if it's not, it's Shelton Benjamin. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's Shelton Benjamin.
Okay, if we're staying with like Shelton Benjamin, world heavyweight champion, would we be as equally happy like if they slotted him in Ring of Honor and he took the title from Bandito? Because that's still technically a world title run.
We wouldn't. The outside looking in might. Not to say that it holds a lot of weight. I would love it but I would want to finally see you do something with ROH and stop using it as a still just a backbone or a stepping stone, especially when you have a proven track record of banger PLEs every single time. You can say what you want about their shows. You can say what you want about who they come in. When that light turns red and those PLEs come, you're going to get a quality fucking show.
I just feel like with Ring of Honor, they're just not going to do anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, like it is what it is. Ring of Honor, it is what it is at this point. Like I said, they've had Ring of Honor under their belt for 3 years now. If they won't go do nothing when they first got it, they're not going to do nothing with it going into 2026.
God, man. God.
But you know, they like you said, they put on fire shows.
Yeah.
Every time.
Put on fire shows.
Every time.
What'd y'all think about Speedball, Fletch?
Man, like, Brett, that's one of my favorite things about like these tournaments, round robin tournaments, is that you always have like these, you always have like great matches, but like you'll have these like those ones that's like, yeah, you probably gonna remember that like 5 or 6 months from now. You probably be like randomly popping in your mind at some point. Love the Speedball Kyle Fletcher match. You can tell that they're like prepping Kyle to like move up to that next level, and it's like evident and very 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 I think deserved as well. Like for him to do the thing, say Ring of Honor feels like WWE Velocity with good wrestlers, but nobody cares to watch. Pretty much.
I mean, that's a real
pretty much. Yeah. Solid
Yeah.
assessment right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chaz had mentioned it. I mean, but we get back to the Fletcher thing. But Chaz had mentioned it, like the like Ring of Honor. They put on the real good pay-per-views, man. Great pay-per-views. Like the weekly shows. It's it's like you can watch it.
Right.
You can watch it, but I mean, like you don't really need to keep up with it in order to
right.
watch the pay-per-view. And then you watch the pay-per-view, you like, damn, this shit, yeah.
Good as a bitch, right?
You be like, hey man, all right, we'll see y'all in 4 months for the next one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what it is with Ring of Honor. And to Scott's point, like I wouldn't be against the idea of Benjamin winning the ROH World title, but I think to a lot of people it's gonna look like, well, couldn't we have like took this trajectory? It's always gonna be that thing of like, couldn't we have went this way with the AEW World title, and then like it's all, and then if the title run doesn't pan out to be what a lot of people expect it to be, because that's kind of like the norm that we've seen so far. But like I would probably say like outside of Swerve, like outside, like we've seen like the title win is always the big thing with a black world champion, and then like the rest of the meat on the bone is like shit sucks, and it's not really anything to the, it's not no story to it. It's just like, oh yeah, they win the title, they got the big moment, and then there's nothing in between it. You've seen that with with the obvious answer is Kofi and then Big E, and then but like I think Swerve was probably the first one where there was like actual meat to the bone. Like this felt like, okay, like there was an actual plan beyond this big moment that we had of him being the first black AEW world champion. So like I wouldn't be against Sam Benjamin winning the title, but like I think with the ROH program, like I would just want to see there actually be like some substance to it instead of just being like this big moment and then like everybody like, all right, Sheldon, we'll see you at Devil for Dishonor. Like see you in a couple months, man. But yeah, with Fletcher, like you can tell they priming him for that world. And again, that Chaz, what you mentioned, like that's another one when we talking about the Sheldon's a possible AEW World title win. Yeah, Fletcher's gonna be in that picture. Ospreay's gonna be in that picture. Swerve's gonna be in that picture. Hangman, Joe, MJF. You know what I'm saying? You got some, and then on top of that, shit, you talking about Sheldon on his way up, Kevin Knight on his way up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like Kevin Knight, like you can't leave him out of that conversation either, because I think that they probably at some point gonna start moving Kevin Knight up. I think they'll work him up progressively. I actually believe they will, but I think just all remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm pretty much on par with y'all and all that, man. But yeah, Fletcher and Speedball, chef's kiss. I ain't got no negative points about that at all.
What'd you think, D-Mac?
I don't think of a damn thing because I don't know.
I figured.
Consistent ass nigga. That's why I love you. You understand? You are consistent in your beliefs and your convictions. That's why I love you, dog. That's it.
I'm gonna get more into it, but man, I love to see Shelton Benjamin in a world title picture because it was something that Shawn Michaels had said about him during the WWE run that he wished that he capitalized on that spot that they all that's always replayed, him jumping off the top rope in the super kick. And he gave him some advice, and maybe he took it, maybe he didn't, but that's one thing that I wish that Shelton Benjamin would have, capitalized on was, he did have a big moment in a match. Like now, like what would your next match be? But he always shines. You know what I'm saying? So I love to see him in a world title picture for sure.
It feels like with AEW, they're in a good pocket, but the next 2 years, for sure, I think will kind of solidify where they're going to be at in the echelon of things. They're always going to be number 2, and I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's just the machine of what WWE is. But can you be this powerhouse of a number 2 where nights, even PLEs, you're stealing, and not just like anomalies, like you're really stealing viewership on a consistent level. AEW has everything that they need, from backing pop, from the financial to the names to the gender variety and to the connections. The overseas connections can't be ignored. You have it all. And if you really start to kind of map this thing out to where, all right, we're so top heavy, let's really get into the meat of storytelling, because again, that's always been their crux, although they've done a much better job in the last couple of years. But that's always been your hiccups. Like you're just putting shit together. You're not giving the storytelling. And for the sickos and the graps, we love it, but also we do love storylines when they're really, really good. AEW has a chance to really do something special here with all these names that we brought up. And if you're really serious about really taking over the market, then you can't, as much as you want to, you can't keep ignoring ROH. You can't. Because at this point, you're not going to really do it and give it away, right? And I don't want that to happen, because it can be a part of this powerhouse machine if you're really serious about being that number 2. So these next 2 years will tell me a lot about us. And then we're not even considering what Mercedes has drawn to it and what she's probably going to continue to draw to it. There's really no more room for excuses. And we've been stopped doing that for a long time, because at this point, you either figure it out or you don't. There's really no more room for you anymore. You have everything you need to really push this shit for the next 10. But let's see what happens in the next 2.
I feel like if they just turn Ring of Honor directly into a developmental system, it'd be good. Like I've been said that.
Yes.
A lot of what Ring of Honor, like if you just took Ring of Honor and just put it on YouTube, if you just made it more accessible for people to watch, like the Ring of Honor, like watch ROH, it's a good platform. Like there's a lot of, a lot of the shows and everything like that. But like if you put the weekly shows on YouTube and then you just had the PLEs on the watch ROH, it'd be money. You know what I mean?
That's
like
money.
And like I said, treat Ring of Honor. I feel like you can treat Ring of Honor like a developmental league without diminishing the lineage of Ring of Honor. Like if anything, you have a lot of archive footage that you can use that bigs up. Like Ring of Honor is where we establish, like the people you see on your TV screens, the AJs, the Punks, the Joes, Mark Briscoe, you know what I mean? Eddie Kingston, the legends that you see, they got their start in Ring of Honor, and the future is in Ring of Honor. Just like, you know what I mean? Like I get why they do certain things and why they do what they do, But man, sometimes the thing about pro wrestling is you just run the same play over and over again. It's just done in a different decade, done in a different year. Nobody's gonna look at that any different. Like to me, I know the big thing has always been Tony Khan trying to get a TV deal for Ring of Honor. I don't want to, like, I'm good on that. You know what I mean? Like you said, Chet, like if it's not beneficial, if you're losing money from it, then yeah, go ahead. Like you already own the footage. Like you can just dissolve Ring of Honor. But they should absolutely just turn that into a spot where they develop more superstars. You know what I mean? Like you got QT Marshall with, you know what I mean? I know he's linked up with Cody in the Nightmare Factory, but yo, that's more like, you know, that everybody that trains with the Nightmare Factory doesn't go to WWE.
But to your point, like I think that's actually like it can be like a very like productive thing if they like, even when you look at some of the talents that they bring in for like enhancement matches, like shit, if you were to turn ROH the brand into a developmental spot, that could be like a place where you could bring in like the Hyans, the Maya Worlds, like you know, like you could bring in an abundance of different people that you already bring in, and you can tell that they eyeing them, and you can kind of just be like, you know, you do this thing here, and then you maybe make your way up to the AEW main roster, or like, you know, I just call it the AEW main roster, the AEW official AEW talent roster. And like I don't think that would be like a bad idea, but also to what you said, Skylar, like I think the pushback on it will be like the lineage of Ring of Honor and what that will represent as far as like, you know, you having this historic brand, and then now it being a development. I think it's gonna be a lot of pushback to that. And then also I think Tony Khan, like he cares about like the public's perception on certain things, like even to the point like when people was when people was going in on Mina Shirakawa changing her thing, he changed that shit. But I'm talking about changed it right back. Like I'm talking about when she won the match, her old theme song played, yeah. And like that's what I think that Tony Khan, he cares about shit like that. Like he like I'm talking about the perception of it. So I think that if it were to be a moment where if it transitioned to a developmental, if there was like a heavy amount of pushback, that shit's going right back to what it was previously. So I don't think it'll stick. Maybe, but I think it all depends on what you say, like the public's reaction to it.
Yeah.
I also think to go with that, you have to make sure, because I understand we don't believe it is, but perception is everything. And the true hardcores, the true down in the trenches, they're going to be the loudest. With that being said, though, how you counteract that is, all right, well, if the people you name champion the same idea because they understand how vital that would be, that's how you can sway public. Like, get a Bryan Danielson to co-sign or the commercial, get an Eddie Kingston to co-sign it, get a Samoa Joe to co-sign, because they understand how valuable a training system is to the development of bettering your game. NXT, again, like you said, Scott, there's nothing wrong with copying and pasting. If the shit works, it works. That's your blueprint right there. Again, you don't have to be NXT. I don't need you to be WWE. I just need you to put on some quality shit. That's all I need from you to do. You take what you see and you mesh it to your own.
Hey, Chad, to your point, bro. Like I'm being like completely honest, though. I did not think that what's it called? The NIL program. I did not think that shit was gonna work. I'm not gonna lie. When they first introduced that, I was like, so you just gonna take like these random ass like college people? Like, I mean, we've seen obviously we've seen it with Bianca, we've seen it with Big E. We've seen examples of them producing like star level talent, major star level talent. Bianca shit, face of the company level talent, right? But I was like, they probably kind of wasting their time on that shit. And then here we are, we got Oba, Kamari Jordan, Joe Ruka, Trick Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like you got,
and that was all NXT,
and that was all like, dog. You know what I'm saying? And all these people came straight from college, dog. Like, and I'm not, again, like, it's to exactly what you said. I don't think he would ever, like, Tony Khan would ever like mimic that or copy and paste that. But,
right,
dog. A developmental system where you can go a different. I mean, with WWE, they trying to corner that market in now with the WID shit. Like, they trying to corner that independent market, but like I think that Tony Khan got more equity with like more independent wrestlers. So I think that to what you said, Chaz, like I think it would be very beneficial. Like it don't even got to be ROH, but like just create like an AEW developmental, and then like you know what I'm saying. Like I ain't saying you got to like tie a motherfucker to a contract, but like have some type of agreement to where like you know, and more or less guarantee that it'll be beneficial for the wrestling shit. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be like, okay, we sign it. Like, are we just gonna stay in this motherfucking development, or are we going like you got to give them something to believe in and actually follow up on it? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause with the WWID shit, it's like, yeah, I mean, you get independent wrestlers on TV, but like on Evolve, but like other than that, what like is that guarantee that you're gonna be on Raw, SmackDown? Does that guarantee that you even gonna be on the NXT roster? It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? You just, but you just had the WWID label slapped on you. So I think that there's a market that Tony Khan can sort of tap into to sort of combat that, if you will, and actually have more interest and engage from independent wrestlers while also not taking away from the independent scene. Because the independent scene goes like, if you ain't pulling back into the independent scene, then where the fuck are you gonna get the wrestlers from? You know what I'm saying? So like I mean, unless you just not gonna copy the NIL shit and find random ass college athletes to bring in, and then you know these motherfuckers turn into goddamn superstars overnight and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Well, look, brothers, I'm starving. I've reached my
Understood.
my hunger limit. Some food, but brother Andrew, it's been an absolute pleasure, man. You know, I mean, thank you so much for just even gracing us with your presence, man. Like, you know what I mean? This was
hell, man, thank y'all for having me on y'all platform, man. Shit, I'm thanking y'all, bro. I appreciate y'all always what's the name, doing what y'all do, and like for just this specific situation, I appreciate y'all having me on y'all platform, bro. That means a lot. And I appreciate it very, very greatly. And yeah, shout out to y'all, bro. Thanks for you know allowing me to share my opinions and shit like that.
Oh, bro, like I said, this not going to be a case where like we don't see you again for many moons. Well, we definitely gonna have you back on sooner than later. You know what I mean? This was phenomenal dialogue. But before we go, please tell people where they can find you, what kind of work you got going on right now, any big projects or anything like that. But yeah, where can people find you at? How can they support you? The floor, please, is yours.
You follow me on Twitter and Instagram, AD Thompson __. You check out some of my old interviews on my YouTube channel. That stuff and all my the Andrew Thompson interviews YouTube channel. Go check out all that stuff. I'm writing at FIFA right now. I got like one of those like the little link tree things, so you can like see like my old work from Post, old work from E-Wrestling News from like 2017 when I was fucking ass, and I was like copying people's transcripts and shit like that. And from Lords of Pain and all that, I like going back and looking at that old stuff. And yeah, I got some I'm doing a Christmas podcast show in like a couple of days that I used to do from this podcast on Post. It was called Bushby and Thompson's Wrestling Adventure. So me and old podcast, old good friend of mine, Mark Bushby, we're gonna be doing that on the 17th. So you check that out when we put that out. And yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got going on. Shout yeah, real quick. I don't know my pops gonna watch this, but my pops his birthday coming up, his 50th birthday. I'm planning his
Hey, turn up.
I'm planning my pop's 50th birthday, man. We got something special, some real special plan. I'm gonna be sick as shit if he ended up seeing this shit before the party happened. We doing something real cool for OG, man. So yeah, I'm excited about that. That shit, you know, trying to get everybody together. But I'm like, bro, I swear, like this ain't got nothing to do with wrestling, nothing I got going on, bro. This is like one of the most proud things, bro, that I think I've like ever done. And I'm like genuinely like excited about this shit. Like I'm telling you. I was talking to my cousin about this. I was like, dog, I just know, bruh. I just know when I'm gonna sing him like happy birthday and shit. I just know I'm gonna start fucking crying, bruh. Like I just know, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit gonna get me. So I'm like, I was thinking about that shit. I was like, bruh, I'm about to real life be crying in front of my dad and shit. I mean, quit my dad. I'd cry in front of him. Like it's his 50th birthday, bruh. And you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? I know my pops, you know, he done been through some shit. So it's cool to see him 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? It's my dad, bro. So like that shit where it's at, bro. So I'm but above anything, the wrestling writing, the whatever, all that shit, like this is like the thing that I'm like most excited about, and like see all his friends and like childhood friends and you know what I'm saying, all the people in my family, people in his peoples, where like, you know, him talking about his his family, friends, and shit like that. People that some people that I haven't seen in years. I'm excited to, you know, see them all come together to celebrate them, and you know, we're gonna do a whole little shindig for them, man. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So yeah, shout out, happy birthday, Pops, if you watch this. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my man.
Appreciate
Happy
it,
birthday.
man. Appreciate
Big
y'all,
love.
man.
Big love. Yeah, that's clutch. That's clutch. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear that. Of course, you can find me, Poetic Scotland, on X. Go follow the pod pages, BGW Pod. That's across the board. Go buy the third book, Love is Necessary, done by yours truly, even though I don't know nothing about poetry.
Don't know shit.
Don't know nothing. Don't know nothing, but there's a poetry book. So go buy it on Amazon.
This is twin. This is twin. That's his twin. That's his twin. Twin. Yeah.
Shit, you can find me, you know what I'm saying, on the winner circle. Cause I am the champ, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? D-Mac Tardy.
The BGW champ.
Drake Reigns.
Yeah, you feel me? Outside of that, man, you can find me on D-Mac Tardy on all streaming platforms. You know, I'm trying to dibble and dabble a little bit more than I was before. So
D-Mac Boxing Corner coming soon.
Yes, sirski. It is not gonna be like Detox. We've been saying that shit for the longest. It's not gonna be like Dr. J Detox.
All right. I'm gonna keep pushing it, my man. Just know that. All right. No matter what, I'm gonna keep pushing it. Get to that point. Until the final whistle, D-Mac's Boxing Corner, Locker Room Lead, Scotland, not this one, somebody else, Words of Wisdom, and Heartbreak Motherfucker Julio, the newest goddamn member, Almanac Show, and of course, our beautiful guest here, Andrew Thompson. Words to live by. As soon as Scott sent who you were, I followed you with no hesitation. Because if you're cool with Scott, God damn it, you're cool with me.
Appreciate that. And then
Yes, sir.
Go
ahead, bro.
No, I was about to say, bro, it's been a pleasure talking to y'all, bro. Like real talk.
Man,
like I appreciate
bro,
the conversation, bro.
weird.
Like one thing I really like is how we like jumped around and then like we spent back around and like we did the whole thing. Like I really appreciate everybody's perspective, man. I think y'all got a great thing going. Obviously, y'all been 220 episodes so far, and we're wishing y'all many more episodes, man. And I hope y'all have, you know, plenty of success coming forward, man. So yeah, thank y'all again for allowing me on y'all platform, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. Vice versa, right back to you, man. Like I said, I hold you in the highest respect, highest regard. You know what I mean? Like I said, you inspire me every day, even if you don't know it, bro. So we appreciate you just for everything that you do, man. Thank you. Thank you for
too, bro. Shit, thank y'all.
Yeah,
you're important. You know what I mean? You're important. You're vital. Words are important.
I appreciate that, bro.
From your words to Scotland's words and to everybody on the team, writers that write about the graps that connected to the culture in ways that are essential to making sure the voices get the voice. You know, I will never not champion that. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for what you do for us. Thank you for what you do for yourself. You know what I mean? Because you don't reach this level without making sure you're taking care of yourself. And thank you for, you know, pushing this thing forward like you do. Then we have people like you that have made it in there. We don't take episodes like this for granted. So thank you.
Shit, thank you too, bro. Shit, I'm saying every time I'm throwing that right back at y'all, bro. Thank y'all too, man. Like I always appreciate anytime anybody always open their platforms up to me, because y'all don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all can be very careful with who you platform and who you want to platform and stuff like that. So I appreciate y'all even considering me to, you know, bring me on, be like, let's bring Andrew on. Shit, I appreciate that. That's big to me, bro. So thank y'all for having me on, bro. And I appreciate y'all bringing me on the Black Guy Wrestling Podcast, man.
appreciate you, dog. To our BGW champion, D-Mac Tardy, the many moons, going into 2026. Let's go ahead and figure out a way to get the Daytona off of Nolo as soon as possible. Ideally, if you do that by the end of the week, that'd be wonderful. The D-Mac Tardy Awards, the second annual, December 28th, 7 o'clock. We will be unveiling the categories next week on the pod. And once again, for the people of this pod, I need your submissions so I can do these graphics. You know what I mean? I'm not giving y'all a deadline, but I'm giving y'all a deadline. You know what I mean? Ideally before next week's show, that'd be wonderful. No pressure. No pressure.
Gotcha.
No pressure. You know what I mean? But yeah, to our brother Andrew, we appreciate you. To Low, you know what I mean? He had to step out. Nolo, he's over in the doing until the final whistles. To Cheevers, Heartbreak Julio, to everybody watching. BGW, we'll be back next week, 221. Anybody got anything else they got to say?
Ladies Hoop Collective Season 2.
Oh, yeah, we need to figure out a watch list soon.
Oh yes, we do. We okay.
Well,
that works.
You, me, and Julio, we'll chop.
What's
it up.
that?
Yeah, but until then, everybody, love. We are out.
Peace out to my world.
And at the end of the day got to end. And also, Dr. Umar ain't got that school yet. So hey, man, do what you want, baby. Hey,
Bro, I've seen that nigga the other day, bro. I swear to God, bro. I put it on everything I love, bro. I seen bro at the airport the other day, bro.
I can believe it because that's his spot. We need to do a watch list on Dr. Umar. Okay, that's what we need to do.
Hold on, cuz.
And Hartsfield Jackson, bro.
He been talking about that school for a minute.
Man, look, dog. We don't see Melo Hayes win the champion before we get that damn school.
You see, when you a black man, the school is in your mind.
There you go.
In your soul.
There it is.
Stop eating swine, everybody.
Open your third eye, brother.
Open your third eye.
Open your third eye, brother.
We out. We done.